Okay, and we should be live as of now. Yep, the picture is there. Every single screen is there. All the cameras are set up. We see our beautiful faces here and on Twitch as well. Nice. Gerhard, you frozen?
I think so, yes.
Best timing, yes. Great timing. Okay, Farwald has some technical difficulties being between life and death all the time. Looks like complete disconnection. Is Sebastian gonna watch us today, Carolina?
Let's see. I think he's having lunch.
Okay.
Are you spying on him in real life, in real time?
No, it's just when I don't see, well, when I see that he hasn't been online for some time, then it means that he's probably eating.
So Gerhard says internet connection is buggy.
How is he doing back there? Everything's fine in
How's
Colombia?
Colombia?
I mean, it's better than Germany for sure.
Why?
There are only like
Makes
2K cases per day.
I mean, they don't have cold. They just sunny.
You mean
all
dead
the
I mean,
people? You mean dead people?
No,
Do they
like
count
2,000 new
gunshots?
cases per day, not like in here, like 50,000 per day. Maybe but he's still working from home, so it's okay like that.
I have a specific setup layout for like Farwald missing.
Oh, really? Let's see.
Right, I want to see. What does it look like?
Darkness.
Nah, that's darkness now.
Yeah. Ah. Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
What's back?
Say something?
So I can hear and see you. All fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
a
don't
bit
know.
louder.
Oh,
I don't notice any difference.
oh.
Okay, it's maybe my side. I will make it louder on my
Oh.
side. What?
What?
The Weihnachts are since tomorrow are 2G model. Since tomorrow.
No, they were already 2G model.
That's what it says on the Berlin.de website. Ab 8 December. Nur. So maybe it was optional, but now it's only in 2G.
Maybe some of them were still not 2G, but now all of them are.
Amazing.
You didn't get the vaccine?
No, I got, but not everyone got. When I was at the market, it was quite empty. Maybe like 20 people. Like
Really?
it felt empty when I was
I mean,
there.
I was there like, when was that? Last week, I suppose? I think so.
Was
I
it
think
full?
it was last week. No, 2 weeks ago I was on a Christmas market and it was not too empty. But yeah, it was not 2G, so.
I didn't visit a single one yet.
How much
Me
was the
neither.
sausages? The bratwurst?
I don't know.
We
It
need to
was too
compare
much.
prices.
It was too much.
How
but I
many
think it
gold
was about
coins?
550.
550
Oh.
gold coins.
Oh my god.
Mine was
Wow.
350. I was surprised. 350. Like wow, you can almost like eat here.
Okay,
Yeah, 5 is a normal price.
maybe we can
Right.
meet up on the Christmas market, but let's start the game. Yes, as people are joining, and welcome everybody to the start of the Tale of Power Rangers chapter number 73. Yes, great numbers, going all the way up consistently every week. As a DM, I'm very happy. So, a short recap of what happened last time with the party, which has this sound name of Power Rangers. You have decided that you want to leave the High Lakes, the town that you've spent quite a significant time, made quite a lot of friends, a few enemies, involved a bit in the local politics. You can see it on the maps and lore, in the world map as well on the stream. And you picked up your friends, which is Rizantar and the girlfriend Gaki from the town. And you set it up on a camp for a long rest, because the previous day was really, really long. You encounter with ravens, shopping. It was a really long day. So you decided to have a rest. And in the middle of it, Rizantar tried to doze off the fire. And he got a hit in the back from Sas. As a wake-up call, he explained he saw some riders on the road. He decided to hide using the incredible skills of Sas. You hid from them and you let them pass, and then you decided to chase them up because you overheard the conversation. As you decided to chase them up, Sas and Rizantar really greatly were ahead of the rest of the group, and they engaged into them first. They saw a package on the back of one of the horsemen. So a bloody fight has happened. And wait, what?
But what happened next?
So,
I get some. Yeah. That's expected.
Ah, spoiler.
No spoilers here, Gerhard. Yes, sometimes my players send in messages. Okay, where were we at? So, we were at the moment where you apprehended the riders, and Sas and Rizantar engaged into a fight. You took one person of them alive, and you hid your presence as much as you could. You returned back to your camp. Then, according to all the best Tarantino movies, Farwell did an interrogation over the survivor bandit, not bandit, let's say horse rider for now. And you learned that he's a member of the Vani highway gang. You learned how to reach to the camp, and you decided not to kill him at once. You decided to leave him for who knows what your plan might be. Then you also had a conversation with a survivor, the Sack, but which appeared to be a dwarf, who was kidnapped by this man. And you learned about his origin and what his relation to the band is. And in the end, seeing that he is quite happy about what you do with them, he asked you to leave, return back to his home. He took a horse from you, and he also took an order from Farwell for an item making. Because previously in the Pit of Malice adventure, you received the pelt of the purple worm, and this is the first time you encounter a person who might actually do something with that. So he promised to be done within 2 days, and he left your camp. As he left the camp, you decided to go on the guard duty again and not to proceed, not do any rushed actions, not to invade the Vani camp right away. You decided to have a long rest, nonetheless. And as you were changing duties, in the morning, the survivor rider was no longer at the place he was left. After a short conversation and a lot of inside rolls, Farwell and Rafe deducted and clearly identified that Sas was the one who let the man go during his guard duty. And Farwell even promised him something. What did Farwell promise to Sas?
Promise? Well, Farwell kind of challenged him to a duel.
Yep. Yeah, so there was a duel announcement, but the party decided to not to do it right away. So PvP is a bit delayed, but the party decided to do it after they deal with Bunny and his gang members. So we ended our last game as you all can mark the long rest. Now it's about 10 a.m. in the morning. You're currently 30-50 meters away from the main road to go in from the high lakes to Denver. It's a wheat field. You can clearly see the signs of you being present there over the last night, but if you just step away and observe the place maybe for a day or two, you will see how the healing power of nature will generally erase any signs or traces of you being in there. Yes. You have spent the night and you all have a full rest. What would you like to do? You notice that as the sun goes higher, your drow friend, Rizantar, he currently feels the worst. As he's constantly hiding his face and eyes away from the rising sun. Farvald, you can roll for insight.
All right. 16.
You recall his actions during the last night, and you feel that being in the darkness and being in the night, for him, was the most natural inhabited that you could think of, and now he feels foreign, left alone, abandoned in a way.
But he still has the sunglasses I gave him, right?
Correct.
Okay. So, wait, well, what time is it again?
About 10 in the morning. So
10
not
a.m.
that early. And still not a midday. It's not that hot to be midday.
Brave, did we actually ask Bob where this prisoner might have gone? Sus, where the prisoner might have gone? Or...
We already knew, no?
No, we only knew that he released him, right? But
okay. No, we didn't ask for more details. We can do it.
yeah, because it might be interesting to know if the money is Winnie or what was his name?
Wani.
Wani. If Wani has been warned or not. Oh, right.
Okay.
Sus,
yes.
So, can you describe us the scene how you let one of his men go? If you want, they are asking you. No sound. Where is your sound?
Yeah, we lost sound.
Let's say I
back,
used my abilities to quietly guide the man over, like, back to the road and to the, in a way of high lakes, to the high lakes. And I waited for him to walk a little bit.
Yeah, it took you some time to observe his lonely figure being quite injured and beaten and cut, and with the arrow in his side, kind of crawling all the way further in the darkness, periodically looking back, awaiting maybe an arrow in his back. But soon, maybe 20 minutes later, he disappeared from your view, going all the way to the north.
So that's the opposite direction of Vani's headquarters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vani is to the south.
Okay.
1 hour to the south.
Yeah. So it's very unlikely that they were able, like, to... He was never really gonna come back with his current state.
He failed his job. If he's gonna come back without reward, he's dead. He had no reasons to go back to his band.
But, I mean, he's not the only mercenary or, how to say, yeah, guy who works some money. So maybe the others saw him or so. But it's not as like...
Maybe he died. Maybe wolves attacked him and he's dead. Who knows?
Ah, that's... I could have given him
Only
a
the
nicer death.
gods know. Does anyone knows what happened to the boots of Sas? By any chance?
Boots of Sas?
Oh, you didn't have your
Sas has
boots?
wanted 0. Did something ever happen to the boots? Shoes?
That could be another quest, I guess.
I'll just add them back because I don't remember why would they be gone.
Do you even need boots?
I mean, it would hurt to walk without them, I guess.
It will hurt to punch people without boots. So I added them back. I don't know why they were gone. They're back.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't do that.
Okay.
So, as you asked the question about the departed prisoner who is left free, you're currently fully healed and you have all your spell power back to you, especially to you, Rave, because you actually spent quite a lot last day and it caused quite a lot of damage, but now you feel you can repeat it again and again. So, what would you like to do?
We're gonna discuss now. Now that we understood what happened with the prisoner, whatever, now let's decide where to go. Do we really want to try to get to Vani, like a few dozens?
I thought so, right? But okay, what do you guys think about it today? I mean, it's like 7 to 10,000 gold, plus what we might find, and there's a chance we find a lot of stuff.
We will have to kill a lot of people. For the future.
I mean, money is important because...
Well, to live, to stay somewhere, to eat, to drink, to buy magical
things. Badge.
Because with money we can buy important items to find Bob again. That's why money is important.
Important items.
We probably need like really expensive items to really find out where he is.
Yeah, imagine we just find his corpse and we'll have to revive him. That's expensive.
You're saying that if we have more money, that will help finding Bob?
Yes.
Well, actually, yeah, money kind of
Can
helps
I roll for insight?
everything. No, it's not a lie. I mean, it's probably really gonna help.
Are they like just greedy, or it's really gonna help?
Both.
You can roll for insight. It's going to be against deception. Horrible.
But I'm not.
Well, deception is true.
It is true. Of course, Farwell wants the money. At the same time, it would help with getting Bob back. There's no lie here.
How is it gonna help? Like,
I don't know yet, but money makes everything easier.
Sas, that's exactly what you perceive what you roll. You know that he might not have an exact answer to how to find Bob at this specific moment, but he truly believes that money can make it easier.
Okay, so sure, then we can make money, but we don't need to kill people for that. We're Adventurers Guild. We can just do jobs at the Adventurers Guild.
That's
yeah, but this is one of those jobs. Yeah.
It's one. And the thing is, like, maybe we don't even have to kill anyone. In fact, we get more money if we don't kill one. So let's think about the way not killing anyone, but still getting one to where? To the Adventurers Guild, I suppose. Where do we have to take him to?
You're an aristocrat somewhere.
Aristocrat.
Then,
Okay.
sure, you. I don't remember you mentioned that this was an adventurers guild. You just said that those were kidnappers.
Oh.
And they're bandits.
But you were with us when we picked this note from, or this mission's description.
I was asking
Yeah.
the guild master about Bob. I didn't pick any notes.
Ah, that's why. No,
Ah.
it's a job from the Adventurers Guild, so it's in order to serve the people and like they're bandits and they've been abducting people, and so as you could see, so it's in the best interest of the city and of the citizens that those abductings and everything stop. And that's why
Okay, so our job is to do what?
We have
to
to
bring back the
capture-
Vinny?
we have to capture him, if alive. We even get a higher reward and bring him to some aristocrat. If we bring him dead, then
as you
still get a
describe
reward.
in this to him, you can even show him the piece of paper that you got from Adventurers Guild with a
Right.
contract. And Sas, you read that the original requester of somebody who wants to deal with Vani and his gang members is a person by the name Upes. And he is saying that it can be dead or alive job. It's of course more if he's alive. If he's dead, it's less. And they are mostly attacking the trading caravans as they are going to the south and southeast from the High Lakes. And this is what's written on the note, on the quest note.
Does it say where he lives?
Cool. The person who
Upes.
ordered it?
Mhm.
No, you only have a name.
Okay, I need to find out even that. Okay.
I will manage.
Yeah, I mean, if he has money, everyone should know him.
We know it's
Or you can ask in a
influential
guild.
person,
You can
right?
also ask in a guild.
Sure, I mean, if that helps to if you think you can handle this job, I don't know. I've never done Adventures Guild jobs before. If you can handle this and without too much blood,
That's the question. If there are gonna be dozens of people that are gonna be protecting him, how are we gonna get him without killing most of them? What if they just leave to protect him?
Then we'll have to kill them.
Yeah, and then but,
I mean, well, we can. How about we just wing it? We just go there and then we figure out what to do. And if we truly have no option but to fight, then we fight. But we're smart people, so I suppose we'll find a way.
okay.
sounds good. Just don't start killing people right away. Maybe ask. Maybe Vinny's not even there anymore.
Okay, that was easier than expected.
Sure. I mean,
What about the
it's an
tea?
official
It comes
adventure
in
guild.
Gaki, and you promised to make some for the breakfast.
Who's us?
Right.
I mean, what kind of tea would you like this morning?
You have something with flowers? Something light,
Well,
tasty, and something that gives you
there's
wings
not many
for the day?
flowers in the mountains, but there's a few. I can gather something from nearby and mix it up. So and I want to make then one of my teas that improves the charisma.
There's the Shadow and the Tea Maker. That could be a good song.
Shadow? What shadow? What are you talking about?
I mean, she saw how you started yesterday's sprint. So.
Just, I mean, it was dark. Could she actually see anything? So I'm gonna roll for.
What are you trying to do?
Quality. I want to make a mix of the tea that will increase our persuasion skills. that would make us talk more fluent, you know, on a bandit slang and understand people's intentions better.
How many alcohol percents should it be?
It should be around 6 to 7. It's like very light.
Okay,
Alcohol
that's a
tea.
medicine roll.
Okay, medicine.
So we have to roll for
16.
medicine, or
No, just us, right?
okay.
Yes.
16, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to roll. How many people are drinking the tea? 5?
5, I suppose. Yeah.
Well, Rizantar is with us. 6, maybe.
Okay,
No one else
I
is
am just
Rizantar.
rolling d6. 3. So
But we're just 5, right?
But it won't be enough for everyone, right? According to that roll.
that might
What
change
does it
something.
mean?
Okay, d5. It's still 3, so nothing changes. So I would rule that with your knowledge of herbalism, Sas, you are making your special tea receptor that you never show to anyone else. And from everybody who was drinking it before, number 3 is Rave. So Rave, you would be able to add extra 1d4 to your next charisma check of your choice.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Just-
Jesus.
Oh, just like until your
it
next
was-
long rest.
But just once or to every
Just
charisma
just
check?
once, just the first one.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, the one of your choice. You can decide which one.
Yeah, it could be the one where we convince them to
So-
go. Yeah.
So every charisma check, I mean, does this also count for warlocks in terms of attacks, for example?
You don't feel any
No,
effect.
checks.
Yeah, but I mean in general, like
Anything
How
that includes charisma. So your charisma is yes.
that's a potential +4 to hit and damage.
Yeah, once.
1d4. Not
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Rave, you feel this burning incense in your throat first, but then it goes easy on you and kind of leaves the warmth inside of your chest. Yeah, you're pleasantly
Yeah, I always
surprised.
trust those teas. I've always drank whenever Saz has done some, so I'm just gonna thank him. Thank you. It's a really nice one. I guess it was a new taste, right? Even.
Rave, please roll
you
for
asked for this.
Constitution saving throw.
What?
From he.
This is mean.
Right. Oh my god.
Or is it?
What is that?
Maybe I just want. Can I repeat it with my?
Inspiration.
Yes,
What is
please.
that? What is that?
It was 1 plus.
It was 1.
1 plus 5 plus 6 actually, so 7. So can I repeat
Okay.
it? Use my.
No. It's not.
No.
No inspiration.
That was the only thing that could trigger anything.
Why can't you use
I
inspiration?
can't.
So, Rave, as you're
Yeah.
drinking this tea and you're thinking about this warmth in your chest, you also think that, it would be really nice. What if they would serve something like this back at your castle at home? And then you think, maybe it would be even nice to drink it every morning. And then you catch yourself on a thought that, you would like to have it maybe tomorrow as well.
Addicted.
Great. Yeah. Now I'm really thinking. I'm gonna ask Saz how to do it. Maybe I can do it in my alchemy jug.
This is how the drug making starts, yes?
Oh my god.
Wow.
It's just flowers. It's okay.
That's a business opportunity, though. we can...
Alchemist in a box.
Sebastian
No,
says,
I mean, we can sell drugs now. Technically.
Rafe is addicted to
That's
that and killing all the wrong stuff here.
I don't kill only when needed, right? And I don't really like it. I don't enjoy it. But the tea, I guess I cannot control it now.
Yes, so as you are finishing the tea ceremony created, what would you like to do next?
Farwood says, like, I really liked the tea, I enjoyed it a lot, but I must admit I liked the one better, which we had first. You know, it made me feel kind of stronger, and since we don't know what happens today, maybe could we have a cup of that one as well?
I mean, if in a few hours, if you want to take a break, yes. Cannot make it right away.
You
Okay.
cannot.
I need to collect flowers again and then set up the table. It's not gonna work if you're just gonna keep drinking it one after another. You need like rest, like 4 hours, you know. Otherwise, your
Okay.
body gets too addicted, and you're not gonna feel the taste, the good taste, you know, the exciting taste. You're not gonna feel it anymore. It would
Yes,
taste
this
like
is the
water.
first time you hear about addictions from Sas.
Assassin tea maker.
I see. I just thought about it because the last time we tried to negotiate with like lots of, let's say, violent people, it didn't turn out so well. So maybe this time, just in case you want to prepare, just in case they're not friendly towards us, just in case we have to defend ourselves.
You want to drink cold tea from a can?
No, I mean like in general. Let's maybe brainstorm about what we could do better than last time.
I mean, I can talk to Rave about. She has some devices to brew things. Maybe we can figure out some way to quickly make tea without the, a lot of ceremony. But it's not really like an intended. It's just a tea.
Yeah, but I didn't talk just about tea, but like in general, what can we do? Just in case we won't find a group of friendly people. How can we prepare for that?
You want to discuss a plan? Or what are you trying to do?
Yeah.
I don't
what
know
happens if we have to fight against S1E's people? I think we should
I'm gonna protect myself, but I don't know what's the plan. If there's too many, we should not fight. We can call the guards.
How?
The guards. What guards?
I don't know. There has to be some guards somewhere.
We're in the
If those are really the bandits.
But they're in the middle of nowhere. They're hiding.
So we can find their spot and then call the guards.
But then they will move again. That's the whole thing.
One of us will stay and
Hide until the guards come.
Them,
and
another one will fetch the guards. I don't know. I'm not really proficient in, not really smart in organizing this stuff. I can fight. I can punch things. I never planned attacks, like not like that.
As you are talking about your level of smartness, Rizentar comes closer, and he says in Elvish that if you want to hunt and you have a prey in front of you, the longer you wait, the more tiresome the prey can get, but also it has higher chances to escape. Of course, if it knows that it's being tracked. He's speaking to you as a hunter, as somebody who spends quite some time in Underdark, hunting whether humanoids, humans, or other creatures. So,
Guy sounds like he knows more than me. I don't know who he is, but he can shoot arrows. That I saw. He's a scary guy. So he definitely knows how to hunt.
Yeah. Definitely. Maybe just for the record, because you don't know anything about Rizantar. So he was kind of like a dark elf, let's say a bad person, and he did bad things. But during an adventure, we, let's say, converted him towards the good side, which is why he left the
Bob
underground.
did it, right?
No, I mean actually it was Anacron, if you be precise here.
Anacron.
But Bob took on the task of leading him and showing him a way afterwards. So it's a shared effort.
So it was Bob and Anacron was helping. I see.
Anacron was initiating it. Let's say Anacron kicked off the process, and Bob managed it afterwards.
Farvald, you can roll for insight.
16 again. It's 16, right?
It's not the first time you hear that anything that you are addressing to Sas would always come back to Bob. So you feel that there is a certain, let's say, life position or life understanding in his mind. And it would be very difficult for you to convince him otherwise if he's certain of some things.
Sas is now more interested in Rizantar before, I guess. He was gonna will ask, excuse me that I punched you yesterday. I thought it's some attackers or someone. You did a really good job at sneaking in. And sure. Maybe we can talk about Bob lately. You can tell me more about how he
answers you back in Undercommon, and what he answers I will write to you in private.
Okay.
All right, then maybe now we should hurry up and start to find Winnie's camp.
Yeah, let's follow our favorite guy's instructions. That we'll remember, right?
So, what is the instructions? What do you want to follow?
I mean, we asked him where the camp was, nicely, and he told us. And he said it was like only 1 hour away to the south. And he described where it was, and it was kind of next to a certain tree. It was some kind of oak.
Mm-hmm.
And there we had to turn into a certain direction. And Farwald remembers that.
To which direction?
Certain direction.
Gerhard doesn't remember, but Farwald does, because his patron is Anacron, the god of wisdom and knowledge.
Oh.
I guess we'll have to roll for that. But okay, you remember the most of the details. Last night. So are you packing your camp and following his lead?
Sure. What else can we do here?
I wanna ask something on the way if we are traveling.
Sure.
The thing is, maybe he was not being totally honest with us. So maybe it would make sense to send someone out to scout first. There would be someone who's good in, I don't know, sneaking and stealthy things. So that would be us, since Rizantar is kind of... it's difficult for him to be in the sun.
But I wanted to talk to Rizantar so much.
Why?
You can definitely do that, but...
what if we both go, and you guys can stay behind like last time?
We could, but just let's talk to Rizantar to tell him what we expect. Not that you start doing something completely wrong again.
As you are looking at Rizantar, he's currently reloading his crossbow.
With a maniac face, probably.
Okay, so yeah, I tell Horizontal what we have been thinking about, and that he is right about that we should probably close in faster on Wendy, and that I would like him to go together with Sus to scout, since we're not 100% sure if the instructions or directions we got yesterday are like 100% honest, or if there may be any traps or so on the way. And even though the sun is shining, he's like the most experienced one, so him and Sus together could probably scout quite efficiently.
He says that can be a plan, but I'm definitely not the best one in scouting during, and he kind of mentions the sun.
I know, but you can. So when the sun is outside, like you might not have the ability, but you still have the knowledge and the experience, and you can maybe share that with Sus, who is not handicapped by the sun, with some teamwork, right?
Sure.
He says,
I can go ahead.
"Yeah, we can go." He says, "No problem." What are you gonna do? Gonna stay here?
We're gonna. No, we're gonna follow you like in a, I don't know, in a certain distance. Yeah. I guess. That makes sense. Like, so just so that we don't walk into a trap altogether.
Right.
Okay.
If something happens to you, we can just save you. Hopefully.
The cavalry, yes.
Yeah.
You're gonna run
Wait.
like.
Of course not.
Yeah, it doesn't take you a long time to actually start collecting your supplies in camp and clearing out the space where you are. You have a few extra horses as of now. So please tell me in which, let's say, formation are you going, and who's going with whom. And yeah. It's about 11 a.m. as of now.
So I think since Bob and Rizenta are scouting, the rest of us is gonna follow like, let's say 50 feet behind or so. So not too far. Does it make sense?
50 feet
That's really
is
close.
approximately 13 meters.
Okay.
That's very close.
Yeah, it's basically back to back.
Okay. Okay. So the idea with the scouting sounded better while in my head. So the idea was that we don't run into traps or anything like that. But if a fight starts, maybe we want to quickly help those two out so they're not caught. Right?
Yeah, but we're going like by horse.
Are you going by
Probably
horse,
not so
by
fast.
foot?
By horse, but
Rizontar.
slow. Like very slow. And careful. So that if they find a trap, then we would actually go faster with the horse and we could save them faster. But if we all go fast with the horse, then it's complicated.
Then Rizontar saying, we probably can make it faster and quieter on foot. Do you have any specific way how we can signal you if we are in trouble? Do you have anything we could use, maybe?
No.
No.
I don't.
Okay, then we try not to get into trouble.
I mean, maybe you can just mimic the sound of a bird or so, of a certain bird, and we would understand that you're in trouble when you make that sound.
Harvard, I would like to hear the sound of a bird, which you're asking him to repeat.
So Farwell is not really proficient with birds and... Oh wait, let me check. That would be
Ornithology.
nature. I think
Animal
that counts
hunt.
as nature. But Farwell wouldn't know, so he just kind of mimics a sound like, I don't know, Kikurku. He tries to get his idea across, but
Okay, so
you can tell he doesn't know
the
much about
warning
birds.
sound is kukeriku, and going to be in Elvish. Yes. That's why it sounds so poetic.
So if you
Unless you
guys
have a
are in
better idea.
danger, you will scream the sound and we will come back. Is that right? That's what we're doing?
Or the other way around, right?
Or the other way? Sure.
Well, I mean, sure, there could be more enemies just also going to the same direction, just coming from behind us. Yeah.
Or actually,
okay.
Rafe, you can send messages, right?
Yeah, I can, but they can only reply. But they need to be within. Within what? 120 feet.
30, 40 meters, basically.
Yeah, that's still super close.
So should we move out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. If you know any way of preparing yourself, just in case fight breaks out, now would be the time, I suppose. Maybe something like Intelligence Fortress or so. That might be handy.
Yeah, sure. Let's do Intellect Fortress, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but you didn't say that.
Okay. You got me.
Yes.
You
Yeah,
remember
wait.
what the Farwell, you remember what one of the riders told you during the interrogation about the distance? Yes.
1 hour. The camp. Right. 1 hour. Let's do that later. Let's not do the Intelligence Fortress right now.
An hour. Sure, because it
Yeah.
lasts actually. How long does it last? An hour, actually, yes.
Exactly.
Okay, once we get there, we can do it. Good point.
Okay. Then you move out?
Yep.
So I would imagine that Rizantar and Saz, they start just on their feet. They are going approximately maybe 500 feet further on from the main group, while the rest is with the extra horses and all the supplies they have. They are kind of following, but trying to keep the same distance. It's not a problem for you to get back to the main road and to observe the beautiful scenery of the sun rising. The only person who doesn't find it beautiful is Rizantar, who is mostly looking down on his feet. As you are following further, maybe another 1 kilometer, you soon pass the place where the recent ambush / apprehension happened last night. And you only can realize that something happened over here. Just there were a few more horse steps there, and then they were just gone to nothing. But other than that, if nobody would really put attention to this place, it seems like just a normal nature way of things. Nothing would attract anyone's attention exactly on this spot. As you proceed on, Sas, you have some time to converse with Rizantar. Do you talk anything specific?
Yeah, I talk. How did he met Bob, and did he notice anything special about Bob? What was the Bob saying all the time? Yeah, just this moments. I don't think we're gonna like talk all the way, but just some brief information on what exactly happened. How how does the Bob knows Rizentar and how Rizentar knows Bob? It is enough for like I don't know, 1 hour.
Yeah, he basically tells you the story in Undercommon, the story of apprehension of the group by the Drow hunting party, and how he, Rizentar himself, was looting the bodies and taking off the valuable items to the side, and how he was ordered to carry everything behind the main group, while the rest of the party were carried further away. And as the priestess ordered them not to come close to them, not to have any conversation, he could only see his lifeless body hanging on one of the shoulders of one of the other soldiers. So that was his first encounter with the Bob. He describes it. As he finishes his talk, you actually get to the following object. I'm going to send it to you in the maps channel. See?
Just passing by.
You see
Nothing
a
special.
large oak tree, which in the middle of it has a large crack, and you can see that from the inside it's mostly empty, so there is only outer shell kind of left of the tree itself. The tree is maybe like, it's quite high and tall, it's 20 meters high. There were a lot of branches, but with time those branches became completely leafless, and now it's mostly just a giant trunk left in the middle of a road. As you're looking around, the wheat field behind you is over, and now there's only the green pastures field. So you don't see any specific place, any rivers, any canals, any forest, any other signs. But there is only one single road which goes continuous direction to the south, to Dunbar.
I'm gonna ask Rizentar if he remembers where should we stop.
He mentions that the conversation of the interrogation didn't happen in Elvish. So he could
I also
understand.
don't remember exactly.
He remembers only the mentioning of this tree.
Tree. So he recognized the tree.
He recognizes the tree. He mentions that it was should be the one which was hit by the lightning. So,
I just wanted to pass by. So he recognized it. Okay. Then we can wait for the others around the tree.
Well, why? You should just continue the way. We didn't get to the place where they are yet. There could still be
I don't
traps
know
on the
where
way.
we're supposed to go. I just remember the tree.
There's only one way.
So who am I speaking
Okay.
to? Where is this?
Let's scream to each other, hey, what's up?
Since we're only 13 meters away from each other.
Rizentar is kind of bending down to the ground and tries to investigate it. And he rolls 24.
Investigating the ground.
Nice.
You can do that.
Yes, and as he looks around the tree, he notices that there is a few signs of the pathing which goes further into the field. It's not well used, or maybe it was recently made, but it definitely goes more to the western direction from the tree into the depth of the fields. He points this finding to you.
Can I break the
Meanwhile-
tree so it falls over?
Go ahead.
How do I do that?
Roll for attack.
$24.
That definitely hits. What's the damage?
I need to roll damage. 4.
Raven Farveld and Gake, as you're approaching the one single tall tree on the road, you notice that your scouts are currently getting closer to this tree, and you see how from behind, Sas, he is making a few moves, and then at some moment he lunges with his fist forward, and the fist completely goes through the first outer shell of the trunk, and it's kind of lost inside, but it doesn't reach the second side.
The beauty of blows, so like I can do 3 attacks. Can't I
Okay.
just finish the tree?
You can see how Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat style, Sas is hitting the trunk of a tree, and as he hits it, you hear how those splinters are going left and right, and as the more he hits, you hear this crack of the trunk, which is now being damaged at the front. As this happens, the tree starts to fall down. Sas,
Not on the road.
it
into the
falls
field.
directly at you because you are hitting it right in front of you. So please roll a dexterity or acrobatics.
We're
would
really
say.
confused watching
Yes.
everything from nearby.
Nice.
That's not what I had in mind when sending him out for scouting.
Especially not from Saz, because
So
why attacking something that is not attacking you?
as you continue hitting the tree, you feel completely focused on exactly what you do. You don't even ask yourself why and what purpose does it serve. It kind of reminds you your training back in the monastery when you're just being told what to do, and this time you are the one who gives you the order. You don't think about consequences or further on, you just do it. And the longer you do it, it lets you just a bit of a few moments maybe to avoid how the main trunk of the whole tree would collapse all the way inward to your direction, and you're making only like maybe half step to the side to not be completely smashed by the tree, just by one of its branches on the side. So you take 7 bludgeoning damage, please.
Oh my god.
Currently, the whole road is blocked by this one single trunk of a tree. Farvald and Rafe, you observe how the tree has collapsed with Sas next to it. The tree is
So
blocked.
is
It
this-
looks like an ambush, but they're like empty green fields all the way on left and right, so there's nowhere to hide if anyone would like to use this method.
Is Sas trapped under the tree?
No.
Okay. Good. How loud was the tree fall and everything?
Not find the way back to the camp.
Okay, the outage is solved.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah.
What were you trying to identify, Sas? Can you please repeat?
So the tree is a marker to the hideout. So if I remove the marker, no one will be able to find the hideout. Perfect logic.
The question is,
Should
what's
I
a
burn
better
it?
marker? I was just about to say, what's a better marker? If there's just like a random tree staying, which people have to identify, or if it's like suddenly like a freshly broken tree. But then again, if you burn it, I think it will be even more of a marker than before.
If we just throw it away, just in a bushes somewhere, no need to burn it. I thought it was
Between-
gonna fall over to the other side, away from the road.
We can try to move it,
Okay.
yes.
You can attempt with all your party and the horses. If you try to remove the trunk of a tree to the side, you wouldn't even need to roll because that's enough
Okay.
of
Yeah, okay, we can
horsepower,
do that.
literally, to do it.
Good. So now all the kidnappers would not be able to deliver their victims to the camp, and we will proactively saving future victims of kidnapping.
They're probably a little bit more like they're smarter than that. Like they know where everything is. I guess they don't need to
If
see
the
the
camp
oak.
always moves, and they cannot go back to the camp, then they will never find the camp again. Makes sense.
Unless they recognize the tree that we're looking for as the one we just destroyed. But maybe they don't. Let's say maybe there's a chance that half of them won't find the camp anymore.
So it takes you maybe a couple of minutes to attach the horses and using your own power to just roll the tree out of the main road to the side and for the sass to completely break the remainings of the trunk of a tree and turn it into dust. As it's been a while since you could use the trees as punching bugs. But feels good. Yes, Sass?
Yeah, it feels good. My arm is now feels healed. I was testing after yesterday's fight. It was a little bit scratched.
Sebastian says the first thing he hears after coming back from Rave is, "Should I burn it?"
I just wanted to help.
That princess has serious issues.
No, it wasn't for fun. It was to help.
Need to.
You
should
can burn
3D
some other
print it.
tree, so the people will think they will need to go the other way. You should have burned some other tree on the way. That way
It
we
would-
could have created a fake marker.
Would be a nice thing to print, 3D print on a sweater for your Rave.
Should I burn that?
Yeah, just imagine you wearing like a sweater, like a hoodie or something, whatever, with a sprint, like a life motto. Should I burn it? It's
That's
a
a good
universal
point.
question.
I'll look for something similar to that.
Well,
So, you currently have no tree, no signs left here. You have an empty field and you have a pathway, which was previously by the tree, which Rizentar has identified. What do you do?
Go
Follow
on.
the instructions, and I asked the other two, like, guys, why did you stay here? Do you remember the way still, or?
we wanted to make sure that you will find the way after I break the tree.
Okay.
But you
Alright.
know the way now to continue, right, Saz?
No. You know
Okay.
the way.
Well, but you guys are leading, so
So I don't know.
I think Rizantar found the way, actually. He looks like he found some steps. Also.
But does the scouting idea make sense for you? Do you think you would spot any traps or something like this? if you keep
Rizentar
going like
comes
that?
to you back and says, if you fell in to break every single thing you see, what's the point of the scouting?
I don't know. Those guys were afraid that there would be traps. So we are making sure there's no traps. So
not
they
in the
feel
tree.
safe. I mean, the tree fell on me, so it was like a trap almost. It hurt a little bit.
That's physics.
Come on, there's gonna be probably nice people, and we're gonna talk to them and convince them to give up.
With
What
what
are they
argument?
gonna
Like how?
attack us and try to kill?
How would you talk to them? How would you tell them to give up?
Well, we can say we are here on the lawful order of the guild, and we have a document that says we need to bring back your bandit leader, and if they resist, they will be also taken away. Like, we don't need all of them, right? We just need their leader.
Sure.
They don't want to get hurt.
Rafe, Farvald, please both roll for perception.
I mean, I like the idea of us 5 people walking into the camp of, let's say, 40 guys and tell them, come with us or you will face the consequences.
Well, I mean, we
rolled
just
a
need their
7.
leader.
I got another one.
Wow.
Meaning like
Looks-
6 overall, but like a second one today. Like last week, my rolls were like really nice, and today,
Looks like if
Oh, it's a
anyone's
good
gonna
idea
be
to go
taken
into the
away,
camp.
it's gonna be us.
As you're looking around the place where the tree was recently, nothing attracts your attention. It seems to be completely peaceful and quiet.
Mhm.
I just have to imagine the situation, like how it would be played out. Like all of a sudden, Rafe and Farwell, they have like this, I don't know, moment of, wow, we sense something. Like there's this exclamation mark. Then we look into that direction and everything's fine.
Must have been the
Everything's
wind.
Yeah.
So sad.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Do we really just walk into the camp and tell them, hey, give us your leader or we'll punish you? By the way, we're 5, you're 30 or 40. That how we're gonna play that out? We got enslaved once already, so...
I don't know. I never did that before. You guys were amazing. You had so many adventures with Bob. You must know how, to handle that. Rizantar told me the stories of what you did in the caves. That was amazing. You against many, draws on the enemy territory. Just 3 of you. Well, actually, there was 5, but mostly the Bob did, so many things. I don't know.
So I think maybe the key here is we have to kill them first. I know you don't like that information, but if we start talking, I don't know if this works out.
So what if you gonna go first and kill them, and then we cover your back, so we don't have to kill anyone?
Would Saz say that?
He doesn't want to be participating in a mass murder again. So let's say you go there and negotiate, and if you don't come back in 20 minutes, me and Rizandar will come after you.
I don't think I'm that good of a negotiator, to be honest. Like
Come
a
on, we
negotiator.
We cannot trust Saz, like, at all. He already just freed someone.
Right, exactly.
Sas, as you're discussing it, you notice that further in the distance from a road where you're going from, somewhere from the high lakes, you notice at least 2 horse riders. They're far in the distance, they're just spots on the horizon.
And by the way, there's someone is approaching on the road.
Oh no, let's hide.
Yeah, we should hide.
Why? We didn't do anything. I just punched the tree. Why do we need to hide?
Oh, exactly. We punched a tree. We punched a tree. They can take you to jail for that.
No, I know that.
Of course. You're not used to the city life.
The tree wasn't numbered, Carolina.
Come on,
Germany,
that you're joking, right? You're joking.
Yes.
No,
We're
I mean,
just
I think
adventurers on the road. There's no reason to hide.
Okay, but let me explain. Like, imagine they're just like the same kind of people like we saw yesterday, and they have a hostage. If they have a hostage, they'll see us. They'll see we're more than them, and they will flee. And we have no chance of freeing the hostage. While if we just, I don't know, lay an ambush or just hide and see what happens, then we can decide to free that person once they're close enough. And if not, we just do nothing and just let them keep going.
Okay, just tell me what to do, except killing people, and I will do it. If that
Hide.
helps to save innocent lives.
Okay, then let's hide in the bush and see what happens, and then react accordingly.
So just to
I don't know
let
why,
you
but okay, let's
help
hide.
how it all looks like, I'm sending you the picture in maps and lore.
I
So
did
that's basically the road you are on, and on the
Wait.
left and right side there are green fields.
It was gonna be
Wait,
bigger.
weren't we like going through woods? Weren't there like trees?
Not in that place. You have already entered the place where there were wheat fields on both sides, left side, and this is where you stayed for the camp. And now you are in the open territory where there's only fields left and right.
So which tree did the sus just punch?
There was just a one single
Oh,
lonely tree standing there on the road.
I thought it was
Now
like
it's no longer
one
there.
amongst many trees. Okay. Damn.
The horse
I don't
riders
know.
are coming closer. They seem to be in a rush.
They probably already saw us, so there's no point in hiding.
We will hide anywhere, right?
But where? I mean,
Hey.
okay, we can hide, but what do you propose? Where do we hide?
Well, I don't know. if every place to hide is so far away.
Move out the
can hide
way! Move
behind the
out the
fallen
way!
tree.
As you are standing on the
Ah,
road with your horses,
Too
the
late.
horse riders they are passing you by on the left side, and there are two of them. They kind of got into the line and go further on. You all can roll for perception.
Well,
I rolled a 1.
oh
So
my
1
God,
plus
what?
5.
Sas?
11.
Wait. One
It's
more
really bad.
roll. One more roll,
Yeah.
but with disadvantage I need to make.
Must have been the wind.
Right.
We didn't saw anything.
You see the roll? Is it shown in the maps
Yeah.
and lore?
Mm-hmm.
In the rolls? So Rilantar just rolled 18 both times. So
Nice.
You tell us.
Someone saving the day.
he rolled with disadvantage.
Rizantar, what do you...
As the horse riders are
advise?
passing through your group and riding further on, leaving onto the pile of smoke and dust behind them, they are quickly galloping away further. As you look at the direction where they're going, Rizantar addresses your group and says that this man looked very similar to the one we hunted yesterday.
How far are they from us now?
They
By
are
the time he says that?
galloping. So there is a dust, there is galloping, I would say 200 feet easily.
Because I think we should kind of kill them, because they will warn the Wani and they will just leave the camp.
Not
Or
gonna kill
ambush us.
everyone who looks similar.
Of course. I mean, they were in a hurry.
They
They're
have
gonna,
lives. Maybe they're running away from the monsters.
No, they're running towards Wani. They're running to the monster.
Wanna
So
talk to him?
they passed the place where you are and they just went all the way straight.
Okay, I'm talking to Rafe, like, quickly, because time is of the essence. How about you just dimension door us? And, I mean, this is 175 meters. So then it's just 25 meters, we're right behind them. And then we can attack them and prevent them from reaching Wani. How about that?
350 feet away.
We don't want to kill them.
Too bad. Okay. I mean, I want it, but...
No, they didn't do anything yet. But I don't know if we could
500.
have stopped them. Like, yeah, they're gone.
Let's maybe gallop right behind them. They'll lead us to the camp, right?
Yes,
Yeah, let's do
let's
that.
go.
Okay. Starting to gallop.
Does everybody do that? Thus, Rizantar, you get on your horses and you decide to chase after those two men which just recently passed you. And as you are starting to increase the speed of the horses, let's go on a short break and let's see how your hot pursuit develops. And we are back on the stream after a very short break. As the party have just broken one of the signs which is used by the S1E highway robbery gang to find the path to the camp. As they did, they saw a couple of riders passing by them, and they identified them looking somewhat similar in a way. So Farwell suggested for the whole party to give a pursuit, so they jumped on the horses and started riding really fast right after them without a clear idea of what they're gonna do. But so as the horse riders are kind of first for sometimes they're distancing away from you as you're getting the speed on your horses, I would now ask all of you. Sas, I suspect you also on the horse because you're not running just by the side.
Can I jump on Rave's horse?
Yeah, you can.
We have enough horses actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we actually
you
have
have
enough
you have
horses
some
for all
spare
of us.
horses now.
It was just one more because
There was
the other
three,
guys
you
took
gave-
the other two.
He got one. He
He
took
took-
one.
Mhm.
Ah, so we still have two. Okay.
I have no idea if I'm on a horse.
So
Yeah,
as,
there are enough horses. You can be on a horse.
You can have your
Okay.
own spare horse. So as you're trying to control this wild beast in your hands, it feels your antipathy right away. So I would like you, Sas, to roll for animal handling.
11.
Everybody else is fine. So the horse is clearly not adjacent to your style of riding, which basically none, because you don't have any style. And it takes you some time. First you're thinking, look, okay, you're trying to keep the balance, and you try to hold the head. Then you try to hold the ropes. Then you actually find adjusting yourself and trying to keep the balance on, as the horse is just following the tribe instincts and just following other horse along. And after some time, as you're feeling more comfortable, you start to finally get a feel of the horse and try to control it. But yeah, your connection could be way better. As you are going after the riders, approximately you gallop for another kilometer or two, and the distance between the two groups is not shortening. They are going up as much as they can. Maybe a few more kilometers further on, as this road dust is actually all the way in your faces, in your heads. The sun is shining really bright. It's now about 12 in the midday. You start noticing that the horse riders are actually starting to slow down. And as they're slowing down, this is the first time they stop completely. And as you can see them from a distance, they turn around and start riding towards you with a full speed. So there would be probably like a minute and a half before you meet up. Do you do anything?
We're looking for a tree. My plan worked.
I do think so, but it looks like they're actually like
Coming towards us.
yes,
Maybe.
or just like going back because
I mean, we have been following them. Was that the direction where the camp of Wani was supposed to be? No. Okay. Yeah, then maybe that was a good idea, what Sas said. Maybe let's, I don't know, try to talk to them and tell them, hey, we're looking for a tree. Because they are obviously also looking for the tree and they didn't find it. Right? Then we can
what if
maybe
they
connect
ask,
with them.
why are you looking for a tree?
It's about
Because
30 seconds
because
before you kind
So
of
much pressure.
connection on the road.
I'm okay
As-
with talking. Depending on how they behave, we can react.
All of you
Right.
are galloping towards each other.
Okay, then I start to stop my horse so that we don't bump into each other.
Yeah. We're just gonna do the same. We're just gonna move to the side.
Okay, as Farvald, as you are suddenly stopping your horse and trying to put it sideways.
What? No, it's not a car.
No?
Like, I'm slowing it down.
Okay, as you're
I'm
trying
slowing
to,
it down.
you're on the right path of the road. You're trying to slow down the horse. You don't see any difference in speed in the horse riders, which are following your way. Rafe is following right behind you, so she's also following, also slowing down. Then goes Gaki, and then goes Rizantar. And in the very end goes Sas. So you kind of like one single caravan, who's like slowed down by your speed.
Okay, but they don't change the speed, so I just, I don't know, raise my hand and be like, slow down, slow down.
And
As they are seeing you waving, you notice that the front horse rider is like suddenly makes a full stop, full brakes on the horse, and the horse is like raising her full legs all the way up as the second rider following his. They're not exactly point blank to you, rather they are keeping the distance. I would say approximately 30 meters distance, so they saw you waving. But as they see you clearly waving something to them, the first horse rider is looking at your direction and what do you want?
Should I do the talking, or do you want to talk, Riff?
you do the
guys are
talking because you already did the.
Okay. So I think we're looking for the same tree.
What?
How to put this?
Are you not looking for a sacred tree? I mean, we need an excuse to look for a tree. It has to be sacred. What else?
Now we want to do business with S1E, so we know about the tree.
Do you really want to disclose it?
I mean, depends on how they react. We can still.
Okay, let's not bring up then the sacred tree.
So who's doing the talking? Farvald.
Yeah.
I have to. Okay. So if anything goes wrong, it's on me.
Mm-hmm.
So we're here to do business, and so therefore we were looking for a tree. I have a feeling you know exactly what I'm talking about.
As you were mentioning this second time, and you notice how there are 2 crossbows now pointed at you that they are taken out, but there was no... What do you mean? Who are you?
I don't have the patience for this.
No, not yet.
Okay, but I'm not sure what to say right now, because if we tell
Well,
them who we are, then...
you said business, so...
So, okay. I mean, in one hand I have the shield, but in the other one it's for now an empty hand. So I just raise it up to show I'm not holding any weapon or so. I just want to talk. I'll do just that and saying, as I said, we're here for business. We want to meet someone. And we know where to find him. Technically, because we're missing the tree.
So as you are waving with your empty hand, you notice how the first rider, he is saying something to the second one. And I'm sending his picture to you in Maps and Lore channel. As he is kind of like going and closing the distance between you two, meanwhile the second one stays behind. But all this time as he goes closer, he sees that there are more of you, horses, but he keeps the crossbow pointed at you. Anyway. What kind of business are you talking about, friend?
So, we heard that it's possible to make some good money if you bring the right people to a certain place.
Okay, possible.
So we know where to find one of them.
Roll for insight.
11. Today's not the day.
Everything's just...
Yeah, looking at the person who has probably spent quite some time recently on the road, and he looks more nervous than anyone else who would just be having a simple stroll.
Okay, so he's nervous. So probably we shouldn't know about this, but we do, and he knows that we do. Yeah, guys, I'm out of options here. Like, let's just take them and make them tell us what we want.
What kind of business? What kind of people? Who are you?
I'm just starting like glances to my companions that tell Farwald is out of talking options. He wants to let the fists speak.
I want to kill everyone that I just find.
For good reasons.
But then that means that once we get there, we're also gonna kill everyone. So all the strategy that we didn't, that we were gonna have, is not gonna exist anymore.
You notice how he starts to back off with his horse riding backwards.
Good job, forward.
We have a great business proposition for Wani.
As you're saying this
Tell them
name,
if they want to live, they should tell us everything.
his horse stops going backwards. He is frozen at the space.
Frozen, like, does he seem surprised, or what does he
Yes.
look like?
Scare? Okay.
Like, surprised in a good or in a bad way? Can I tell?
Inside 11, yes.
Nah, okay. Hey, I have to come up with a business proposition.
We can kidnap a few people. If that's what they do.
I mean, just tell them we will not kill them if they tell us everything. That's a good business proposition.
Should I?
Sounds like sus, yes?
Do you have better options?
No. Sounds good.
I mean, at least we're not gonna kill them.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, but we will if they don't accept.
Okay, so...
No, we're not
Sebastian
gonna kill
says
them.
today is a karma day for the last week of rolls.
Mhm.
Yeah. Probably decisions as well. Okay, so yeah. So the camp has been exposed, but we're here to warn you before the news spreads too fast. And therefore we want to do a deal with Wani.
Exposed? By whom?
We know.
You notice how he gives the sign to the second rider as the one comes closer.
So we're only...
Ramcrow.
No. We're only gonna discuss the details with Wani because obviously we don't give out information for free. But if we act fast, then there will come no harm to the camp and everything. Otherwise, we don't guarantee for anything. We're just barely ahead of the news that's spreading.
Please roll for persuasion. Forward.
Okay.
The roll DC is 15.
27.
Yes.
So, as you are presenting yourself quite comfortably that you know the news about the camp and the news about camp exposure, they seem to be quite surprising and unpleasant for the person. And with your kind of charisma, you are putting a lot of thoughts into his head. As the second rider approaches, like, so, what's here? Come on, need to find a tree. And the other guy is looking at him. Wait. Hold a second. Christian.
Who's calling whom Christian? So the guy.
The second
who talked
rider
to
is
us?
Christian.
Okay.
So the one who's talking to you seems to be the lead in this couple. He thinks for a few seconds and says, "If what you're saying is true, we must inform Vani as soon as possible."
Exactly. That's what we're here for. We know who the mold is. We know who exposed the information, and we know who's gonna hit the camp when and from where. But we want to strike a deal with Wendy about this. That's valuable information for him. It's his freedom and his head, basically.
I think he would mostly be interested about your sources rather than about the mall. But that's already maybe up to you. Okay, Ivan, let's go. And you notice how the second rider is kind of turns around to the left, and like, we need to find the tree. It should be somewhere here, by the right side.
Yeah, we were looking for it as well. Okay, let's search for it together.
But we can split, right?
No, we should stay together, I think, right? Shouldn't we?
I mean, they should go back. We should go forth.
Yeah, they are currently turning the way to the south. You came from the north, and they're approximately maybe 4 or 5 kilometers since the place where you broke the tree.
Ah, that far.
As you were chasing them.
Okay. So I guess it's in that direction, according to the description we got.
Mhm.
Aren't we like a bit too far from the tree already? Shouldn't we go back that way?
Well, the thing is,
first,
if they go back, we lose them, and we can just go there alone.
the first guy
want
looks
that?
at you kind of like, yeah, it should be somewhere here. Couldn't find it. As that would be strange. Which direction you say?
Point to the. I point to the direction where we came from.
He thinks for a second. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen any trees. We couldn't miss it. But maybe. Okay, we have no time to spare. Your roll of 27 still plays in here.
So I
I
try to.
really want to kill them.
Maybe we can just manacle them, you know?
Like right now?
I mean, I'm taking a look at them, so in order to understand, like, are they like strong opponents? What kind of weapons and armor do they have? And for now, they seem to kind of trust us, so I let them lead
You
the
see
way.
that both of them have crossbows, but the one who was talking with you has a lot of throwing knives on his in the pockets and also on the chest. Meanwhile, the second guy looks no different from the ones that you killed last night.
Okay. So as I said, I let them lead the way.
Yeah, basically they are already forwarding to the north. They start galloping the way. It takes you a few seconds to turn your horses to a different direction. Now Sas is the head of the group, and your caravan gallops all the way to the north.
I'd so much like to talk telepathically, but can't.
I would like to pass the place where we chopped the tree, if I can.
I mean, we'll
Where it was
see.
hidden?
What do you mean by pass?
Not notice the fallen tree
Okay.
on the side of the road.
And let's see what they roll. As you keep on galloping, the last person in the group, which is currently Farvel, you get all the dust in your face, and probably the least pleasant type of journey you would like to have. But other than that, yeah. So first turn rolled 10, the second rolled 21. So as you continue galloping further on, you notice how the first guy who is with the short knives, with a lot of throwing knives at his, the moment he starts to slow down, and he soon would be discovering the remains of the trunk, which are left on the side, and he would notice it by the amount of splinters which are left to the left and right, and a few of the branches, and damn it, it's gone. Okay, we here to the left, and then just across the minor river, and then we should be on the place. and he immediately rides into the field.
Does my party
Now,
actually
can I
see me?
switch?
Sas, what would you like to do?
I want to switch with Farwell. I don't want to go in front.
You can, of course, you Farvald, you?
I will go in front, and while I ride past the party, I try to low-key signal them, like, attack them.
No, I'm going to the back.
You
I'm
notice
like,
how
yeah,
Sas
you
is
do it,
slowly
you.
slowing down his horse as it's getting like you cannot keep on with the same pace on the field as you're for now. 10
we
more
get any
minutes passes.
No,
Rafe,
10 minutes pass. Wait.
Oh my
I don't
god.
know who are you
I
showing
signal
it.
that to the party, like to both of them when I ride past them.
Yes.
Like I just want us to attack them collectively. Do I get
Sas
any
nods you
responses?
no. Rafe, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm still in my position. Like, if we start with these people, then obviously when we get there, we're gonna kill everyone.
What does Rafe say?
They haven't done anything wrong yet.
Okay, so I get like 2 negating gestures back.
What does Farwell do?
There's also Rizantar.
He doesn't mind, I suppose.
We saw it last time. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. But I got 2 times feedback now, so for now I'm just following them.
Yeah.
Not sure yet how to uphold the lie, but...
Approximately 10-15 minutes later, the field ends and you're starting to... you see the small canal, which might have been used by the small animals, so anyone who comes to the field, they need to drink. So you start crossing it, and at the moment, you notice how the riders start to go right in the middle of it. It's not deep, maybe like 20-30 centimeters, but quite muddy, so your speed is greatly slowed down by that. And you hear this ploop, ploop, ploop sounds of horses walking into this in this canal for some time. That's definitely Farwald. As you hear the smell of the fields, you get
Get
one
the
more
smell.
flashback from back of your life. So that reminds you of your quiet village peasant life, the quietness of the fields, the freedom of the fields, the openness of the horizon.
Who knows, maybe in the end I'll sympathize with Wenny. So Farwell feels very touched. But no one
Gonna
could
find
tell.
out that it's your relative or something. Yeah.
He's your brother.
I wouldn't remember though, you know, that's the thing.
What? I mean, but if you see a family, you're gonna feel the connection.
Up to the end, I suppose.
As you're following them, it passes about 20 minutes, so all of your feet are now wet as you're riding on the horse. Sometimes there are a lot of splashes and water from all the sides, and you notice that the canal slowly widens up and it goes into the direction of a forest, which is now start to be visible from a side of the road. So if you imagine on the map, you're currently going direction to the Bay of Denver from the main road to the west direction.
We can... Alright, I'm gonna signal to you now.
You kill them?
Now? Sas, you really?
Sas
wanna kill
does a
them now?
telepathic
We're almost
connection
there.
with Farwald.
So you were actually agreeing. Okay.
Farwald, you hear this voice in your head.
Yes.
Chop,
Alright.
chop.
We can get... They're gonna warn the camp. The camp is gonna move. So we know now where the camp is, more or less. We can find it. So if we want to ambush the camp, we can get rid of those guys and wait until the dawn, and when the Rizantar will have, you know, the best options, then we can strike. If we're gonna go now, then they're gonna warn the camp.
Okay,
So-
fair point.
You wanna do something or not?
Okay, so what's the order in which the two guys are riding? Like Christian was
So
the
the
leader.
person with the throwing knives is the first. Then goes Christian, the second guy. Then goes Sas already changed his position, so I think it's Farvelt or Rave, one of you two.
Mhm.
Then the second one, then goes Rizantar and Sas in the very end. And Gaki is before Sas.
How to get the knife guy? God damn it! How to get the? How far is he from me?
As you are traveling pretty much in the same velocity, so I would say that you are within 50 feet of the first guy and within 25 feet of the second guy.
50 feet. Okay, let me
15,
quickly-
1-5.
50.
Ah,
5-0.
5-0. Okay.
50 and 25.
Okay, let me quickly read something.
So
Damn it.
let me send you a picture of how the canal looks like that you're currently marching through. Looks somewhat like this. Here's the picture in Maps and Lore.
Okay.
I'm gonna message Rizantar so he will ready the weapon and wait for the forward signal. Not so
Okay.
obvious. If the forward gives the signal.
Okay, I signal for Rizantar to focus the knife guy.
Okay.
Um,
So, as
And-
if you are trying to
And?
do your unified action, so everything happens at the same time. So Rizantar focuses his crossbow at the knife guy. Farvald gives a command for that.
now it's kind of showing him like whom to target. And I mean, as my action, I would conjure a magic weapon, my pact weapon, like a long sword.
Okay.
But
That
in
would
a
be
way
your action,
that,
Rave.
But I want to do it concealed, so not like this, like not like bring a flaming sword or so.
It's a long sword. It's meter and a half
Yeah,
sword.
but I can
Yeah,
hold
you
it
can
to
ride
the
up
side.
to him, like next to him, like hello, you know, how are you doing today?
Yeah, that
And bye.
Suddenly
That-
there is
that was
a
my
shadow
plan.
of darkness appears right from his hand. Rafe, what would you do when something happens?
There are just two, and there are two that want to fight. I'll just let them go ahead. Maybe I'm gonna slow down a little bit, and I'll join Sas.
Rafe does nothing. Okay.
You
Nope,
sure
I
don't
don't
want
wanna
to do
fight.
any action?
Sas?
If we spend everything now, what are we gonna do in the camp?
I wanna conjure. Well, I wait for the moment. I wanna conjure a sound of a lion somewhere from the grass, like a roar. So somewhere from the side, you know, the other side up. So if the Farvelt is on the right side from the horseman, then I'm gonna do it on the left side. So the horseman will be like distracted for a second. They will look into the direction where the animal roar coming from.
Okay, please cast a spell. And this will be the trigger
it's
for the action.
Animal roar casting done.
Make sure to tell us as the party before, okay? So we know what's coming.
I
Otherwise
mean,
we
you know
expect
you're
to
waiting
fight
for a
it.
signal. That's a signal, basically, right?
Okay,
Did you cast the spell?
Right.
Yes,
We're gonna
it's a minor
spend
release.
all the spells now, in case you don't know. But okay.
We were gonna wait until the night anyways, right?
Give me a memento.
It's a cantrip. Do I even spend anything? I don't.
Looks like
no, I don't
like
need
the
it.
No.
first level spell.
don't-
No?
No, it's a cantrip from my list, so probably no key points even. Yeah, I don't know how my magic works. I will read it, but I don't think it needs.
Minor shadow illusion. So, as you're continuing, you hear there are a lot of splashes of the horses, and just as your inventory and your armor, it's clinks and clangs, as Farwald slowly starts to conjure his long sword in hand. And as this happens, Sas sees what Farwald does, and he is focusing his mental energy into one of the bushes on the left side of the canal, a bit further on, so it's ahead of the party, in the maximum range. And you can all hear this sound. Remember the Metro Goldwyn Mayers movies with the lion? So
Yes.
you hear exactly this sound. I'm sorry for my enactment. It wasn't that accurate. Did my best. So you hear this lion sound from the bushes. And the first two riders, mostly they're horses actually, they are currently standing like trying to stop, and they are more like terrified about what the hell just happened in front of them. As both of the riders stop, Rizantar extends his arm and shoots with his crossbow. So let's see if he hits.
Come on, it's a point blank.
The hell is this with this guy? So he rolled with disadvantage 23. Otherwise it would be 30.
30 is insane.
So yes, he's it's definitely enough to hit. So you can hear this pew right right next to you, Farwald, as the bolt goes further on and hits the first guy in the back. And as the person just basically was trying to hold this horse, you hear him arg! And as he is losing control of the horse, which is now trying to run away, and he collapses into the water, causing the large flashes. Currently the second guy, he sees the first guy in the water, but he's like trying to calm down the horse first still. Come on, there's nothing special, come on. And let's see how his animal handling does. Okay, his animal handling is fine as his horse kind of gets back into the control, and he looks down at earth and asks, Ivan! As he would still be kind of submerged underwater. Farwald, what do you do?
So since I'm still full speed, I suppose
You're currently, it's a difficult terrain for all of you because you are like half submerged into water in the canal.
yeah, right.
So
I mean, am I within,
it's equal for the same. It's bad. So you're technically the same speed with everybody.
So is he in range for me to attack him?
You can spend your full movement as you are head of the group to approach him. Yes.
Yeah, okay, then I spent my full movement. And then trying to maybe use the confusion, I tried to sneakily hit him in the back.
Please roll. Whom are you attacking?
The guy who's still sitting on the horse.
Sitting on the horse. Okay, then it's just a normal attack. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I think it's wait. Let me check. It is 20. Does it hit?
Wait, 20 hits. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that would be. Well, 7 damage. Wait, where did my damage go? But I can attack twice, right? Due to my feature. So
Yes, correct.
I do that. Ah no, wait. I rolled with a. No, all's good, all good. Second attack, 21. For
21 hits. Yes.
7 damage, so 14 in total.
14 in total. Rafe, you can observe how, with the sound, Farrell rushes forward at his dark black Mustang with his dark black conjured shadow sword as he makes 2 quick cuts to the side of the Christian who is still on the horse, who is mostly trying to keep himself balanced. And as this happens, the hits definitely hit him. But yeah, he is not. He's damaged. He notices you attacking him, so he would be acting next. Exactly at this moment, you hear as the Ivan raises up from the ground, like breathing and looking at what's happening around, and so I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
Great. Three.
6.
18.
Okay. Arval?
I have 6.
Okay. So the first one is initiative order is Sas, then the 2 of our guys, then Farval, then Rafe. And together with their guys will act Rizantar after them. Sas, you first. You're still on the horse. You can see that one of them is on the horse, one of them is collapsed in the water and tries to get a breather. His own horse is actually now starts to distance away from whatever is happening, more into the bushes of the canal. What do you do?
I wanna. There's no shadows, obviously. It's the middle of the day, right?
No, it's a midday.
Bright light. I'm gonna cast Silence, centered at those 2 nice gentlemen. So suddenly, Farvard, which is also inside, everything feels very quiet, and you can't hear yourself even breathing. You don't see the guy screaming in pain or not in pain. So nothing. There's no more sounds going on. 20 feet radius, that should kind of cover pretty much the whole area
That
around
pretty much
the river.
covers all the way until your own horse.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Still, movement, bonus action.
Can I have movement in the form of jumping from my horse to Gaki horse to Rafe's horse and then on
Sure.
the guy that is in the water?
Absolutely. If you wouldn't be a monk, I would ask you to roll acrobatics. But for you, it will be you don't need to roll for that. To just cross.
Wow.
Use the horses as basically your road action. So yeah, you quickly jump on the back of Gaki horse, jump over, go to Rave's horse. Next one is already further on in the vicinity. If you try to jump, and you would be within the, you're already inside of the sphere. It would be Rave and 2 more horses. How close do you want to get? With your movement, you can reach.
Just wanna jump on him, actually.
On which guy? The guy on the horse or which in the water?
The guy
Christian
that
or
just
Ivan?
stood up from the water.
So you wanna make like a bomb, boom, on the top of him, like in a pool.
I wanna jump grapple him, and then push him under the water back.
Grappling would be an action, so you could just jump at his place.
I can jump on him. Is that like an attack or what is that?
I would say
I'm jumping
it would
from the
be-
horse onto the man standing half in the river.
Yeah, you can land at that place. That would be just his role to avoid it.
Okay.
So
And then as a bonus action, I don't think I can do anything really.
so he rolls a 6, so you clearly fall right on the top of him. And if previously a few more seconds he was trying to grasp some air, now he's submerging back right under your weight. And there is a lot of splashes of water happening. And that would be your action. Now the second guy who is on the horse, Christian, he sees... he was just recently attacked by Farwell, so he takes out his own sword. And he is slashing you back. So first attack is 16. The 16 hit.
Nope.
Second attack is 13. As he is surprised by your vicious treachery, you easily deflect his hits with the sword, as he was trying to regain his balance. And now, Farwell, you can roll for insight.
It's a 14.
You can currently see that he is unsure what he needs to do, whether he needs to escape for his life or try to... His attachment to his compatriot is stronger than his self-preservation. And let's see what he decides. So he is looking at the... No! You won't die this way, I promised you, Ivan. And he
But
is
you can't hear
trying...
anything because it's silence.
Yes, nobody can hear anything what's happening, as he is using his horse riding to basically ram into you, Sus, as you're standing above him. Meanwhile, Farwell, you can get opportunity attack if you want.
Yeah, sure. I do that. There we go. 23.
Hits.
And one-handed damage 11.
Yeah, he looks very bad. And Sus, please roll acrobatics with disadvantage. Because it wouldn't be about your armor class. 8? So imagine like a horse running into you on somewhat speed. So that's exactly what happened to you. As he is trying to gallop right through the place where you're standing, where his comrade was right under you, and you're not able to kind of deflect or jump to the side in time, as the horse with its massive power, it's maybe 10 times heavier than you are, and the speed it managed to get into, even though it's a difficult terrain, it's still a horse, there are quite a lot of horsepowers. So it rams right in you. So let's see how much damage you take.
1, 2 damage.
But doesn't he also trample across Derek? I mean, Derek is
Yeah,
just lying there.
he's walking over his own
You
body.
see nothing, so it's 7 bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Horses.
I
Hate
never
them.
thought about using my horse as a ram.
As
Okay.
he does it, that would be end of his action. Now it's time for his comrade. He's currently right underwater, but he is not grappled. So he spends half his movement to stand up above the water. And as he stands up, he is just about to hit the horse, who is like standing nearby, and he has to like kind of avoid its tail and the right bottom, like right back leg, not to be driven over. And as he sees you all, I knew it! I felt it! And he looks at who's standing. Sas is next to him, so he's taking one of his daggers, and he tries to hit you, Sas, with it.
A silent movie. No sound. No splashes, no screams, no horse sounds. Just fuck, 20.
yeah.
No, it's not.
Does 22
come
hit?
on.
Cool.
Yeah, that does. 22 does hit. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Am I not behind half cover because I'm covered by the water? Half of my body is covered.
You're in equal condition with him.
So we're
So-
equally half covered.
So as he is trying to hit you with his dagger,
Every time, man.
so, and because his ally is next to you on the horse,
My ally is
So-
also next to me on the horse somewhere.
that's
super
about
Three,
his effects, not about
6.
yours effect. So you take 13 piercing damage.
Oh, that sounds like a rogue. It sounds exactly like a rogue. With, what is that? That one feature.
Eight
As,
horses, man.
yes, and as he is seeing that his attacks succeed, yeah, you're gonna wash in your blood, and that would be end
No
of his
sounds
turn.
are made.
Yes, that's in the you can read the lip sync, bad lips reading. As next one initiative is Rizentar, who sees everything, and he is just pedantically shooting his crossbow because he was given a command to shoot the guy on the box. 29. And yeah, he hits the Ivan, who is on the earth, getting the second hit into his chest. And as he was shouting something to you, Sas, but you don't know what it is exactly, you see how the bolt is getting into his left side, and there's splashes of blood coming from his mouth from the impact. But other than that, Rizentar doesn't move. That would be end of his turn. Farveld, you next initiative, am I correct?
I
had
have
6.
initiative 6. Right.
Yes, and then Rafe.
Okay, so since there are no sounds, but I mean I can see those guys. So the first one, Christian, he looks kind of bloodied, right?
Now after Rizentar attack, both of them look quite bad.
But the reason how just attacked
The one on the ground, yes.
Yeah, they both look bad. Okay, so I try to very clearly speak before I do anything, so they can read my lips. Give up.
I would say roll for performance.
Okay.
Let's see how your gesture language
22.
is. So
22
please show
just
us
playing.
what is in the gesture language. What is the gesture for give up?
No, it was lip reading.
Yeah, I was just like speaking like very very exaggeratively so they could read my lips. So like in slow motion, like give up.
Okay, with your role, they definitely see the message that you're conveying. They understand it. Do you do anything else?
Yes, but do they react? I mean, I would base my action on their reaction.
If they like.
Yeah. Nothing. I asked, guys. I tried. Right?
Yeah, why
I
are
tried.
they like this so rebel? Like everyone's rebel today. Like they are. You guys are.
And Rafe is a loyalist, yes? She's not a rebel.
Yeah, I was. I mean, if they don't want to give up, then what can I do? Yeah.
I mean, can I reach both with them with an attack? Or
With your
is
horse,
only
you can
Christian
reach both of them, yeah, without problem.
Actually, using my horse to run over Ivan's, that count as an action? I mean, it should be movement.
Let's get it
right?
run over third time.
Oh my god.
Okay, then I would say you use your full movement for that. And you command your horse to gallop in his direction, yes?
Yeah, but I mean, I still could attack 2 times, right? Alright, then I first attack Christian, since I'm probably passing by him.
Okay.
Yeah, right, I should do that.
Roll for attack.
21 with 9
Hits.
damage. Does he look like he needs a second hit, or is he done?
He is just about to collapse completely, yes.
Yeah, okay, no need to kill him. So I saved the second strike for Ivan and hit him just before I run him over. Oh, 26 with 8 damage.
That hits. Yes. So, as you're galloping into his direction from a spot, you also make a slashing attack against him, as your horse is also, your dark black Mustang, is riding over him. And your combined forces, he's not able to kind of understand what he needs to evade of. He is being hit like a truck by the horse, and he's being thrown into the water under the surface. That would be end of your turn, Rafe. You currently see the couple of men having like quite an excited water activities right in front of you, in complete silence.
Just the peaceful sounds of nature.
Peaceful. Гачи борьба.
Do the enemies still move? Like.
You can only see now at this moment only the horse riders who is still on the horse on the top.
You don't get to see the other one.
The other one has just currently been ridden over by Farway.
And then it's not visible anymore because of that?
You don't see him.
Okay. Well, I'll use something not very powerful for now because it's just a guy. The other one I cannot see. So I'm just gonna use second level Scorching Ray.
Okay. So that's 3 hits. Please roll for 3 attacks.
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Nothing serious, just 3 hits.
Sure.
Should I burn it?
The first one is
First one looks.
dead.
I guess one by one to see.
So 14 damage. So as you hit him, he's being thrown out from his horse to the left side, And currently there's the only horse standing. You still have 2 more shots, but you don't see any more targets. You can come closer.
Come closer. I mean, I can come closer. Like, but not like super close. Just like to have like visible range, I guess.
Yes, you can see the body of the knife guy who was fighting previous war as he kind of submerged up. No, not sub. What's the opposite of submerge?
Eh,
Swimming.
Upmerge?
I don't think that exists.
Sebastian, what's the opposite of submerge? Learning English language.
Okay, what is, I mean, sub? What's the opposite of sub?
Let's say let's create new words. So he upmerged, and Rafe, you can currently see him not far away from you.
Moving?
Yeah, he kind
He's
of
like-
moves
His
Ascends?
hands-
I mean, voluntarily, not just by the water, like trying to move.
involuntarily.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really want to kill them, right? But they don't want to give up. But wait, do I have? How close is he?
I
Like
would
really
say
close?
Like 15-20 feet away from you.
Think about Kosu. What would Kosu do?
Just burn him, I
Oh.
guess.
An innocent man floating his
Ah,
body in a
yeah,
river.
he doesn't think that someone's innocent.
What do you do? Sebastian suggests ascends, float. That could be the words, yeah.
I think it's actually to emerge.
Oh, yes.
A bit. No, but emerge. I don't know if emerge works with water.
Yeah, I googled the phrase to emerge from the water.
Ah,
So
Okay.
I think
Okay.
it's
So Rafe, you have still
Ah.
2 more race. What do you do?
well, since everyone just did it, I guess I'll use the second one on the guy that is involuntarily moving. And see what happens.
Okay. I would like to ask. I would like you to.
Cast it, right?
I would like you to roll for Arcana.
Okay. 19.
I have several questions.
Not gonna explode or anything.
Rafe, as you're trying to point your second and third ray to the body, which is currently floats on the surface, finish it off. Put it out of its misery. Do good. That's
Right.
in your mind. Do good in your mind. It doesn't work.
What doesn't work?
As you're trying to say the words of a spell,
Mm-hmm.
nothing comes out of your mouth.
Great. What did I need then for Arcana?
You understand that you're under the effect of the silence.
Of sus silence.
But So I can't cast anything?
You can only cast those spells which don't require you to say any words while casting them. There are not that many of them.
Mm-hmm. How
What's
do I
the
even know
other?
if I need to say something?
You would need to check your spell list to see what would work.
There should be V for verbal. I think verbal.
Ah,
consent.
I see.
Everything that means
Yeah.
verbal, it's not gonna work.
Great. Thank you, Sus, for making me
with,
useless.
with this, I would rule the end of the initiative.
Mhm.
As you currently have two bodies floating on the top of the canal, which you can see in the maps and lower channel, with the horses kind of going more to the sides, away from what's happening. And yes, Sas is very wet, standing in the middle of the water. Farwell is still on the horse. Rafe isn't scattered, but all of you are doing it in complete silence. How long does the silence last, Sas?
It does last 10 minutes, but I mean, I can drop it when I see no more danger. So, looking at everyone, I'm gonna catch one of the bodies so it doesn't float away, catch another body so it doesn't float away, and then I'm gonna drop the silence. And then I'm gonna drag them to the edge of the river, to the beach.
Sad music.
I have
Yes,
fish.
exactly as the sounds of the nearby world come back, you feel that this brief moment of disconnection that you just had from nature, from the fields, from this breath of wind, of the forest, of the leaves, of everything living, you feel that it's great. You're as if you're from the very empty, deep room of a cellar that you just came from, and you don't really want to go back again. This is your first impression after seeing Sas casting a spell of this kind, as he immediately tries to grab the bodies and kind of like pull them to the side of the river, of the canal. Sas, as with your medicine check, with your passive medicine, you can see that both of them are dead.
Shit. Are you sure?
Well,
Am I sure that they're dead?
But
You're
they didn't
absolutely
It
take
was
that
really your
much
fault this
damage.
time, Sus.
Mm.
They
So,
didn't take that
What?
much damage. It shouldn't be an insta-kill, right? They should be unconscious, technically.
you can see that the one
All I
of
did
them
is I jumped on one
definitely
of them.
died from the fire damage. Meanwhile,
one
the
was that?
other has suffered several types of
Broken
injuries
ribs.
not compatible with living.
I thought, like, if we don't inflict like huge damage to them, they are just unconscious.
What do you mean by huge damage? You hit someone with a sword, man.
I mean, if someone hits me with a sword, then I get unconscious and I get 3 saving throws.
No, you are bleeding to death. You're making the death saving throws.
Okay, so they're dead beyond any healing or mending or so.
Yeah, you currently have two bodies which were recently horse riders. Christian and Ivan were their names.
Now they even have names. Now I actually feel
No,
bad.
they didn't have any names, right? They were evil bandits, murderers.
They didn't do anything
kidnappers.
though, so but okay.
Christian.
They pointed the
Ivan.
weapons at us.
They killed the
Sas,
Christian.
why did you do this? No, but
They
actually,
even had
like, Sas,
families.
I saw you're good with medicine. Can't you try anything to heal them? Maybe they didn't bleed out yet.
I mean, they look dead to me. Unless you can revive dead people.
Wow.
I can't bring them back. They're not breathing.
I mean, I could actually.
What? No. I mean, no. They died as the warriors in a fight. It was a honorable death. 2 versus 5. It was a great fight. They did all they can. They were very brave until the last moment.
Ambushed in the back.
I mean, they were bandits. What did they expect? A fair fight?
So Rizentar is coming to one of the bodies and taking out the bolt from him and kind of meticulously
What?
starts to clean it up. The crossbolt that
Ah,
he hit with.
okay.
So he takes it out from the body, starts to clean it up, and then puts it in his own saddlebag. So what's next?
I don't know.
Let's search the
Gonna
bodies.
check their bodies for documents, like the letters from the kids, from families, their home address.
And money,
I
sure.
don't know. Money? No, not interested.
Okay, I'm looking for the money then.
Yeah.
Farvald, as you're looking through their possessions together with Sas, you are quickly collecting about 250 gold coins from both of them. Sas, as you are going through their possessions, you're mostly addressing yourself, looking towards find some documents, notes, letters of the kind, and you notice that in the a left pants pocket of the Christian, there was a package with a paper one, and as you're trying to open it up, now it's completely soaked wet, and it's hard for you to read out anything that's been written.
Come on. Just been wet
you
for
can
20
please roll
seconds.
for investigation.
The fight was 3 turns.
Can I
18
maybe
seconds.
help Sas
Oh,
to
no.
investigate this?
I
I mean, if
don't
Sas
have
shows it to
anything
the
to-
party.
Sure. I mean, we're searching through the stuff together. So I need to roll for what? For investigation?
Investigation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
17. Okay. It's with plus
That
0.
sounds good.
Better not be the letter from from someone. Better be like a contract for kidnapping.
So as you are looking through the wording, I'm sending the picture in Maps and Lore channel. This is how it looks to you, and the only thing that you reasonable that you can conduct from the word is the female name Mariana.
Must have been the one that they kidnapped. Bastards.
But other than that, it's hard for you to identify the details.
Does it look like a woman's handwriting or a man's handwriting?
It's a man's handwriting. It definitely has a it's a decent letter. It was for the whole page. It's not the same note that you retrieved from the last night when there were only 3 names in there.
Well, I'm gonna leave it with the body. I don't know. I don't want some documents on me.
I guess I'd take it, but surely they wanted to abduct us, Mariana. Must be that way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Must be one of the victims they
We
kidnapped.
saved her. We saved her.
Yes.
Gaki is
Anything on
kind
their
of-
horses, like bags of gold or jewelry.
no,
weapons,
but
magical items.
you find a nice set of throwing knives, a simple throwing knives from the first guy, and also you find a couple dozen of crossbolts and a simple short sword.
I don't need any of that.
Yeah, that was kind of sad. I thought we would kind of manacle them or so. It's really unfair that DM put this sad music. I feel sad now. For the
Now
first
you
time,
feel guilty.
I really feel guilty. Like, but we
But they
had
were the
to.
bandits. We had the contract from the guild.
But Mariana.
They worked for Vinny. Mariana.
Yeah,
is
but
probably
we
the victim.
only
Probably was the letter from Mariana to like buy her husband out of the prison, or something like that. It was like, please return my husband, blah blah blah. I'm gonna pay you the money. Mariana at the end. They were probably transporting a blackmail letter or something. Right,
But
right?
I mean, do they actually really wait? Do they actually really look like they are Winnie's mans? Or
Yes.
just
Had
imagine they wanted,
crossbows.
but just imagine they were not any of his men, and they just wanted to free this Mariana, because Winnie actually.
No. Honest,
No, come on.
gentlemen wouldn't use a crossbow for a fight. You know that.
No, but the way they talk, no. I remember they were like afraid that the camp would be found, and they must have been bad. Okay.
I mean, they know the road to the camp. Yes. So there were spies. They were spying on the citizens of the city, and they were snitching, and they were probably bringing. Maybe Mariana would be the next target for the kidnapping.
Yeah.
So we definitely saved Mariana.
Gaki is still on her horse in the end, and she is starting to play a very sad melody, like you hear now in the background.
No, it was a great victory. Why a sad melody?
How would it look sad?
Unfair fight. They were on the horses. They had crossbows. Everything ready. They had the advantage.
So, as you finished looting their bodies, you currently find yourself like also quite wet. You especially, Sus. Farwell, you are still on the top of the horse. Everybody else is also fine. Let's go on a short break as the party decides what they do next.
Okay.
I mean, we go for Lavinia, right? It must be.
back on the
You
stream.
don't know what.
It
I don't love
sounds
cows.
so much. Sounds so much like Korean, to be honest.
It's also not really my favorite thing at all. So it's fine.
You also.
Ah, Kohlroulade. It's cooked.
Yeah, I think that's correct. Kohlroulade.
Yes.
It's fine, but meat without
Yeah,
stuff covering
I would
it.
get rid of the
Sometimes
cabbage and then maybe eat what's inside.
Yeah.
So it could be inside pepper, inside big peppers. It's also.
I would do the same. It's
With
not my favorite
smetana,
vegetable as well.
I like
Okay,
I like
as
it.
the party, as the players discussing their culinary preferences, they find themselves in a canal in the middle of the field leading to the forest, next to the two freshly dead bodies. Freshly made dead bodies.
They were dead when they decided to be
Christian
bandits. Nothing.
and,
we don't have nothing to do with this.
Do we want to bury them or, burn them again? Or something else?
What about a ritual burial in the water, like a Viking style?
But that's kind of visible, right? Like, we don't want them to float right next to Wonnie's camp before we reach that, right?
Well, that could be like, a sign with a note. We're
But
coming
then
for
they'll
you.
just leave, and then we'll have to look for them again.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, while the others decide, Power is praying to Nakaran.
Take more souls. Do it.
Stop it! Why are you stealing everyone's stalls?
Right.
Roll for religion.
I mean, does anyone else want to pray before me?
No, I won't pray again. Last time it didn't go right.
Okay. Then, this time somehow with a sad note, praying with a 12 in religion.
Yeah, but the thing is that you really know that it won't. Okay, that's good because they will not really rest in peace because you send the soul somewhere dark, somewhere crazy.
No,
As you're trying to connect with your patron, Farvald, you don't feel a connection.
What connection?
Not today.
Well, they can just be in the field. They'll be fine.
We can bury them like a normal burial, right? So let's just put them underground.
How?
So just to remind you in the place where you are at the moment, I will scroll in the maps and lore. Just remember that you're in
But
this
not
kind of
everything
field.
is water.
Yeah, if you just step out of the canal, it's going to be just a field. And
everything's field.
From this look on the right side, you can also see that there is a forest approaching, maybe like 200 meters away from the place where you are. As the canal mostly moves by the field itself, it was probably man-made. It doesn't go into the forest itself.
Well, yeah, it was complicated.
The question is though, why were we going through the canal in the first place? They must have had a reason. Right?
To avoid being traced to steps, we are going to the forest. And going in the water is the way to not leave any traces on the ground.
Okay.
Reasons are nuts.
So the question is the camp exactly on the edge of the forest and we should wait here until the dark? Or we should go in the forest a little bit? Camping here in the middle of nowhere.
In the water? No.
I mean, we should come up with a plan first, yeah. So we can go somewhere where it's comfortable.
Okay, I'm okay with going to the forest.
Okay, so if we're going to the forest, in the forest we can for sure bury them, so we can take their bodies.
So we take the horses and we take the bodies, put them on the horses.
Mhm.
Then we take all of them. We should sell horses at some point.
Sell them.
I mean, we have, I think,
Yeah,
3 horses too
the-
much by now.
The extra ones, yes. So we can
Yeah.
finally tell Sas, you can sell them.
I think we can switch horses while we're riding them, so that way we can ride for like 20 hours straight.
And what do we do with
We
the
have,
other
like,
two?
So you use 8 hours one pair and then 8 hours another pair.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you just drag the other pair along.
You mean like... Okay, can work.
The horse without rider is kind of, resting horse.
Yeah.
Almost sleeping.
Yeah, maybe we can just use a rope between the horses.
How much does
Almost like
Sas
they're
know
taking
about
long
horses?
Good point.
It's horses. Not much.
Know
Just
your
being
enemy,
stressed
yes.
out by it.
So what
I
we'd
would
like
just
to do?
leave them here. Guys, let's just leave all the horses.
We have to take them to the forest, I think, because otherwise,
Yeah.
I mean, just like noticeable traces.
They can eat corn, but
So we
Okay.
pack up and we go to the forest casually, like nothing happened. Just 2 dead
Exactly.
bodies.
I mean, it's empty, right? Like we first checked whether we see someone or account
Okay,
or
so
more
tell me,
horses.
are you taking the horses? Are you taking the bodies? You're going to the forest.
Yes.
Body on horses going to forest, but first checking if someone checks.
Okay. Chicken or something.
If there's anybody. Yeah.
Roll for perception.
It's a 9.
It's a 9. So no, just Farvel.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you're getting out of the canal for the horses, it's a bit difficult to go like uphill, but once they're just on a flat ground, they like finally shake themselves and feel more happy than being right in the canal. You're quickly closing distance 200 meters with the bodies to the forest as it starts to grow and get denser and denser. So as you're walking inside of it, you're pretty much sure that it's not really frequently visited place here. As you can see that the animals are here. They are like kind of like very easily scared by your presence. Like any of the minor game, they're just running away in the bushes. So you're approximately maybe
That means the
200,
opposite.
300.
It is frequently visited if the animals are scared.
No.
If animal never saw a person, it wouldn't be scared of it. It's like, oh, another animal. Whatever.
Keep on.
No.
+5 on survival.
So, yes, you're currently getting that deep into the forest that you no longer is even able to see the field behind you. You still carry the 2 bodies with you. What is your goal? What are you trying to achieve?
Bury the bodies first.
Yeah.
I mean, otherwise, like we won't be carrying them forever.
Maybe we can find a place where we can have a rest and wait until it's dark, but where people are less likely to see us. So maybe somewhere where there are bigger bushes. Yeah, and where as Rave said, like where we could bury the bodies.
I wanna send Rizandar ahead for scouting.
What exactly are you telling him to
Go first.
Rizandar, please scout ahead 300 feet.
He is
Not some direct sunlight. It's now in the forest.
yeah. As he marches ahead of you, quickly disappears. As you're marching along, soon on the right side, you would notice something that looks like this.
Oh, okay.
How convenient.
What, to throw the bodies? No.
Be a trap.
Who knows? Could be the actual camp of Huini.
We hear any
We
sounds
know.
from it? Like, can we just approach and, like, hear?
You can just tell me what you do.
I mean, I don't want to go in. I just want to check it from outside if I see anything from the
I wanna climb
outside,
the
or
tree
if I
and
hear
look
anything.
around from the top of the tree. You guys handle the cave.
Oh, wait. So, Rave does the cave, Saz does what?
Yeah.
Climb the tree.
And then you're going to punch it again, right?
And then scan the area from high
Okay.
point perspective. Do I see any fire, smoke? Fire, smoke, empty, like part of the, like spot in the forest, maybe somewhere.
So first, going back to Rave. Rave, as you are getting closer carefully to the cave, trying to listen if there is anything in there, you see that previously here, maybe there was some excavation for something, but the path in the cave, it's just a massive stone. One side of it has been carved in, but not really deep, maybe like 2 meters in. So it would be enough for a couple of people stand and hide from the rain, for example, but to have a complete camping experience inside for a large group would be fairly impossible. As we're going back to the SAS, I would ask you to roll for athletics or acrobatics as you climb in the tree.
23.
That sounds magnificent enough. So, as you are quickly climbing all the way up to the tree, you're trying to look around left and right and further ahead. You easily notice behind you the field that you came from with the canal, and further in the distance, there is this tiny white line of a road where you came from. And as you point in your gaze the opposite 180 degrees, the opposite direction, you see that further, maybe like 3-4 kilometers further into the woods, there seems to be a place where like there are no more trees that dense in that spot, as if it's been cut out or something else is there.
Good. I'm gonna quickly calculate if someone would see our brave fight with the bandits in the middle of the river from current point of view.
From your tree?
So you...
From your tree, probably yes.
If someone would be watching, they would clearly see what happened.
If somebody would be sitting on your tree that you are at, they will probably see that place by the canal.
Okay, that's all. Then I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna communicate that there's a potential opening in the tree 3 kilometers that direction, and we need to be watch out for the patrols or guards.
Yeah, you climb
maybe
down.
A scouting mission a bit later.
And you'll find Rave and Farvald next to this cavern. Rizantar is nowhere to be seen.
What I mean,
I sent
was
Rizantar
just
ahead.
standing there. Ah, yeah, right. I was trying to disappear. Okay.
You must be occupied with praying to your Anakra. Rizantar is really good also with hiding. So he's a little bit ahead, but I think we're fine. Unless someone was specifically watching the direction we came from, which would make sense for a bandit camp. But maybe they're just too lazy to do that. Maybe they just feel very, protected enough.
They're not super
I don't know.
smart, yeah.
But I found the opening.
But we know
There
that this,
seems to be like an opening in the forest.
Okay. But we know that this Winnie guy is supposed to be very smart, right?
Maybe he's not cautious.
He is supposed to be very smart, yes.
And I think we deducted as much that he's a druid, so he can use animals to see through their eyes.
Mm.
So,
And DM said something
Oh my
about
God.
animals easily scared.
okay. Remembering this,
So he
Favo
doesn't
takes
need
a look
monitoring
around.
because all the animals are snitching to him. Is one of
Maybe
the
not
options.
all of them.
B.
So Favo takes a look around if he sees any ravens, like the ones we saw yesterday in the night, I think. Suspicious amount of ravens somewhere.
As you're glancing around just above the cape and on the tree where you see Sas climbing down from recently, you don't see any ravens.
Okay. Then maybe let's make camp here in this small cave. Then we can wait for the night. But someone should stand guard. Maybe we should take turns. Which is fine, because for now we don't have any prisoners that could be freed, so...
Wait, what time is it now?
Now it's approximately 1-2 p.m.
Yeah, it's really early. What do we do? The whole day.
We can talk.
Wait, didn't we have something time sensitive? Did we have
We can
a
brew
delivery to
potions.
do, actually?
The delivery.
Yeah, we're not gonna get any money for that.
Didn't we had like 7 days or 5 days?
We had
something
like
that?
3 days, I
days.
think.
4 days. I think it was
Or
4.
4. Okay.
I think I asked what happens if we don't deliver in time, and the answer was nothing severe unless we just don't get money, right? So it's not like someone's gonna try to kill us if we don't deliver.
Is
I
it?
think
That
just
there
gonna
was?
get deduced. Yeah. Go.
So, what are you trying?
We're gonna get less money.
What are you going to
There
do?
was some more consequences.
I mean, should we really
I would try
wait?
to talk with Rave about the tree vision that I had. If she knows anything about huge trees that have, and all of my vision that I had, if she reminds maybe something to her, maybe she
And
saw
then-
something like that also.
And then I barely remember the big tree from Anachron.
What do you mean?
Because we heard about it. Did we see it or we only heard about it from Farwell when we went to the temple?
Farvald? Did you tell them?
I mean, Seth was talking just to Rave or also to Farwell?
Yes, who Sas is
I
talking
asked Rave, and Rave asked you.
Okay. Anachron praise incoming. So I again tell in a brief but spectacular and impressive manner about this tree, what happened at the Anachron temple, and what I know about let's call it the life tree, the tree of life. About its leaves, the meaning, the memories attached to it, and yes.
What does it mean that the tree lost the leaves? What does it mean?
So it resembles the greed of the people. The greed of the people, because they took all the knowledge away from the tree. Every leaf was representing, I think, knowledge. It was, yeah, knowledge. And the
So that
people
means
were
the
just
knowledge is limited? It can run out of knowledge?
I never thought about that. I don't know. No, so first there was this tree, and it was I think every leaf would stand for important information or knowledge, and people would start picking those leaves and benefit from that, and the word spread, and more people picked the leaves until in the end there were no leaves left. Probably
And the
that's
tree
what I'm
died in
actually.
the end, or the tree was fine? In your version.
Uh, let's say it was leafless, but it didn't die. I mean, maybe it was dead, but it was still standing, maybe like a skeleton of a tree, you know?
Okay, so Tree of Life, you say it was called. Okay, so we need to maybe research that. I'm gonna research. Is it connected to Bob somehow? Is he related to Tree of Life somehow?
Not that we
In
know.
Where is this
some
tree?
way. In some way, probably, but not that I could. No, I don't know. But
The
actually, that's
music
interesting.
changed.
Maybe that's what I'm doing. Maybe that's why I'm collecting souls. I bring back the leaves to the tree of life.
No, you
Oh,
said you're
no.
returning them back to the peace, you're not collecting them for
That
tree.
isn't peace for sure.
Yeah, but I bring them back.
What for? Because you like trees? So what's the point?
That's my patron. Like, I made a deal with him,
Make
and
everyone
he's a
stupid
god, and
again?
he.
So people don't have any knowledge?
I
Makes no
mean,
sense.
it makes all the sense in the world. Like, this story represents the greed of the people, and they took what wasn't theirs to take. And I am the one fulfilling deity will and bringing back
Your
what the
deity
people
likes
stole.
trees, and it doesn't like people to have knowledge, even though it's a god of knowledge. It doesn't want to share the knowledge. That's weird. Something is wrong here. If you're a god
Yeah,
of
maybe I
knowledge,
jumped
you
to.
would be like sharing the knowledge with everyone. Like a god of sun is like, yeah, here's sun for everyone for free.
I don't think the god of sun gives anything for free.
I mean, he's
Harder
like
though, right?
the sun. He gives the sun. He's not like, give me back my son. You're not gonna get anything.
Hmm.
Okay, we
Yeah,
will
I
need
don't
to
know.
research the tree.
God of knowledge, but does this mean knowledge for everyone or just knowledge for a few? I suppose it's about knowledge for a few. If you think about the Necron temple and the cult around it, the people there, like, relatively
Right.
wealthy and more like secretive. So it's maybe about concentration of knowledge.
Okay. So, but no connection to Bob so far.
Well, Bob was,
No.
as a wizard, also always looking for knowledge. So maybe in the end he found his rightful way to Necron, where all the
So
knowledge
Anacron
lies.
hates all wizards. That means that what it means. He's against all magic.
No.
Why would
No.
he?
No.
All the magic is secret, and it's spells that you have to find, discover, that are very expensive to get, very hard knowledge to get. The wizard's book is essentially a book of secrets, secret knowledge, how to cast spells.
So maybe the magic is a gift from a Necron. Hmm?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a wizard.
Pretty sure it doesn't come from him, but
Bob
okay.
would know. Okay, so no more leads there. Okay. I just had this vision. I don't know why. I saw a tree, leaves falling down. Really weird. I always saw stars, sky, Bob before, but the tree never saw until I met you guys.
Wait, I mean, I had a vision too of a tree. But it was
Like
burning, if I'm not
yesterday?
mistaken.
Burning? No.
No, not
In my
yesterday.
vision, it was not burning.
I think in my vision it was burning, right, Ian? I mean, it was scorched. It was not burning, it was scorched.
My vision, it just lost all the leaves and it was fine.
How
It was
did it
good.
lose
It
the
was just a
leaves,
tree.
though?
Some creatures came in and took the leaves. Yeah, one by
Ah.
one, slowly they took it away.
But
But
it was not
that's it.
scorched.
Nothing else happened. No, it just. I didn't remember the end really, but it didn't look really dangerous or anything. Just a tree without leaves.
Was the tree in the Necron temple actually scorched? No, it had like a silverish color, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay, just
Maybe you saw the future.
As you continue your theological debate for quite some minutes, you hear steps just above the cave.
This can't be Rizantar, he's quiet. So I signal like,
Psh. Okay.
How many steps? Like 20 people? 1?
2.
100? Two steps.
And
Like from 2 people?
with a bit of like movement, you hear the sounds of stones falling to the side as Rizantar is sliding down from the top of the cave to you.
I thought he's a drow. They're like dark elves.
He's half blind.
We sent the half blind drow on a scouting mission.
And you give him glasses, like if he's totally blind. So,
Black glasses.
He needs some magical item.
Okay.
He comes back and says that he went around the area, maybe like 300-400 meters around, and he didn't find anyone or anything.
Okay, that's good.
Have you seen any animals though? Animals? Big animals, small crows maybe? Birds?
He thinks for a second. I mean, I probably have seen a few owls, but nothing that
owls during the day.
I mean, there's somewhere, but they sleep, right? But they can't sleep.
Exactly, were those owls asleep or not?
Didn't ask them.
But did they have their eyes open or closed?
I was looking for targets that can be threatening. They didn't look threatening.
So you saw the owl, but you didn't.
I went on.
See its eyes.
No.
Can you check again?
No. We're fine.
I think that's an important piece of information. If he saw the owls, probably they were awake. Owls during the day, that's not natural. They would only do that if a druid tells them to. So
we're gonna have to kill owls too.
Yes.
All side.
Whenever I think I'm the cruel one, then I realize I'm not.
It's just a logical conclusion, no? Okay, no.
I mean, I really didn't. Not 1 second did I think about killing the owls. But
So,
I mean, makes sense.
What do you do next?
Would anyone go negotiate? Anyone feels confident enough to just walk in
to negotiate hello? What? Like, what are we gonna lie about?
Hey, we found a camp. Either you come or we kill you.
Like we can only negotiate with the actual fighters, with the actual criminals, and try to convince them that we are gonna share some money with them if they help us. If they ignore that we got there and we go directly to Vani, but then we're gonna have to share money.
Right. So, okay. Yeah, we can actually try to turn those people against Wani.
Using something.
Yes, we could be saying, hey, your camp has been exposed, like, we already
Yeah.
informed the police. Yeah, it worked the first time. Like, we informed the police, no matter what you do to us, army will be here soon.
Surrounded.
And, but all we need is the money, no, the money money too, but all we need is the money. If you don't stand in our way and just flee, you might even get amnesty by the local authorities. You can even take from the riches which you stole from the caravans what you want. Just don't interfere when we take the money.
Sounds great.
And then-
Anyone can do that and actually go.
Nah, I was just giving the idea.
It's a really good idea. We're gonna support you in that.
When in
Yeah, we
doubt,
support.
kill inside, says Sebastian.
It's
What-
not doubt, like it is just true. It's the owls are dangerous in this case.
They can be.
But it
Maybe
might
they
be,
only
it might
active
be
in
too
the
late.
night. Maybe they're standby mode.
Mark Rave's words, yes.
No. No. I don't want to kill animals.
I mean, what I suggest is we split the bandits. Very tactical, like very classical. That's what people did in the books.
We
They
split
the
them.
enemy in
Like,
half.
in the half.
Ideally, yes, using a distraction. So
Ah,
we need
so
something
the
like a dead
broadsworders,
specter.
Like darkness. You're gonna use darkness again. So you use
No,
darkness
no.
on a side, I use darkness on the other side, then nobody can see.
You can use
No.
darkness.
We create distraction, and then half of the people leave the camp. Let's say they found 2 dead bodies nearby in the forest. And then they find a specter and a drow near them. And they will chase them. There's no chance they're gonna catch a drow in the night. Forget that.
It's not night though.
But this way
It's
we
work
can
for later.
distract. Like, what?
Go on.
Okay. So we have a specter maker here called Farward. He can make specter people. Very nice creatures. Very scary. They can walk in and they can scare them, and then they can like bite them into some direction where the Rizantar will be waiting them with the crossbow, and there would be 2 bodies, and it will look like the drow attacking them, and they will be panicking because there's a fucking scary specter and the drow in the forest. And meanwhile, we go from the other direction. I mean, we go for Vini, while all the normal non-Vini people are distracted with the drow attack. Maybe we can throw some fireballs for more specifics.
Sure.
What happened to talking though?
Talking, yes. Well, your plan was also very solid. Yeah.
Wait,
I mean,
but the thing is that okay, this can be plan B. Talking could be plan A. Yes.
Okay.
the thing is,
Okay,
I
then
think
you
when
discuss your plan.
when plan A fails, I don't think we get an opportunity for plan B. So we have to decide before.
Yeah, it would look too.
Okay, what if we come in with 1 dead body, and we say the draws are attacking, and at the same time Rizantar and the Spectre attack them. And we're like, hey, run for your lives, the draws are attacking. And specters are also attacking. Okay, forget that. It's a bad idea. Your guys are very proficient with, planning everything, and so I'm sure you can figure out something.
No, I mean, we just have to decide if we want to give them a chance to not die, or if we really attack straight.
Oh, we just need Vinny. We don't need to kill anyone. We just need Vinny,
But-
right? We just came for Vinny.
Fair enough. Then I would try talking. If we really just want to get Vinny. Right?
So how are you
then-
gonna convince them to give us Vinny?
No, like I said, I just make some lies up. I say they can save their lives, and Vinny has been oppressing them in a very bad manner.
We just couldn't
and,
convince two people to give away, to surrender.
Right.
2 against 5, they didn't surrender, and now you want like 50 against 5, and they will surrender.
Okay. I mean, okay, no talking. Let's kill them straight away. I agree.
No, maybe there's a better chance. I'm
You
just saying
needed
that if
them
we
to
isolate
go
Vinny,
somewhere else. Yeah.
if we isolate Vinny and he will be alone at some moment, or he will maybe have like 2 guards, then we don't need to fight 50 people. Then we just all of us go for Vinny, one shot.
Yes.
As a
What?
during the interrogation, the guy told you the approximate amount of people in the band.
Few
Few
dozens. Dozen is 12, so that's 40 people. 2 dozen?
2 dozens.
Okay, we
24.
already killed 5. So that means 19 left.
We're gonna kill them all night,
Easy.
one by one.
Well, I have
know.
all my fireballs, so.
Okay, if we can group them together in one spot, that would also work. But I don't
No, but
want to
I-
find 20 people spread around equally all around us.
I really
Because
prefer if
that's
they
what
would
20 people.
be distracted, if they would go somewhere to fight something that doesn't exist, that is not really happening.
Okay, alternative solutions. Do we have any sleeping poisons, sleeping magic? Any way to sleep 20 people, to distract them, to scare them away? Okay, guys, you're not giving
So-
me any options.
So currently the party is planning how to apprehend the camp, which they haven't even seen. The people they haven't even seen. The leader they have
We
no
should-
idea about.
We should try to see it first, that's a good point. And then
Sebastian
we would
says,
understand.
best plan is to charge ahead screaming, "This is Sparta."
Let's say Power Rangers, and I agree.
Ah, no.
So,
Maybe we should
I'm
really
gonna take 3 hits and I'm dead.
We should really find the camp and see it from far.
But therefore we have to wait until
we can do.
night. If we wait
And
until night, then I think Winnie will find us before we find him. Because he has owls.
Let's go scout now. I can make us all very undetectable.
Even for owl eyes?
Of course, owls have very bad eyes. They have disadvantage during the day. I mean, obviously.
Right,
They
actually,
can't
yes,
see
maybe,
shit.
maybe that's the thing. That's actually great.
They're
Like there were the
blinded.
owls, which have a disadvantage during the day, and then there was Rizantar, and they both kind of bypassed each other without noticing, because it's day. Maybe we're still safe.
Alright.
Well, I mean, makes sense for me. If he's a druid, he's super confident during the day. So it's a mind game. They think that someone will attack them during the night, and they're like prepared during the night. But we're gonna attack them during the day. They never expect anyone to attack them during the day.
Why?
But we need to find the camp first.
Well, actually, let's just think. Like you guys, you saw lots of druids up close. Fawad doesn't know so much about druids. What do you know about druids? What can we expect from druids, except that he controls animals?
They have
and
protective barriers. Those
yeah,
bastards.
the druids, the Farvel, Sas has no idea, but
Of course,
Carolina,
he read the books. Yeah.
he read the books.
Right.
Carolina was in the druid enclave in Kirinal.
Mhm.
So Sas read the books.
Just one book.
And your
Not
friend
many.
Bayan is actually also
Yeah.
partially a druid.
So Rafe
He
would
seems to
know
be a
that
druid
the
of a
druids.
different kind.
Yeah, they do a lot of cool stuff with elements. With
But they
earth,
have
with water.
protected bearing.
I didn't
Okay,
see anyone doing stuff with wind, but probably they can also do that.
so we can expect magic. That's bad. Yeah, especially since this guy is supposed to be smart. So I cannot psychic lance him, which is bad.
We're gonna need
So we
silence again.
Silence can be super
If
effective
he gets
against
2
this guy.
fireballs in the face, it doesn't matter how smart he is.
We don't want to kill
Literally.
him. We need him alive. We just need to, manacle him.
I mean, actually, fire might be the element of choice because I mean, druids they're all about nature and stuff, and
Yeah.
and
We can start a fire, and the forest is burning. Well, they have to run away.
Oh, that we can do.
And they're like panicking because they never saw a fire before. And they don't know what to do because they're bandits.
Come on, fire
So
is just another element.
they will be
I'm pretty
afraid of
sure.
fire and demoralized, right?
Are there fire druids? Can they control fire?
These guys.
I
We
think
still
it's
don't
the
know.
chieftain.
We still don't know what type of druid the Vani is, but he cannot really control everything. He has to control something better than the rest. We just don't know what yet.
I mean, we just know he's like a very mean person. You don't want to mess with him, and he's intelligent, and he can probably control animals. That's all we know. I mean, what types of druids are there? Are there like I don't know, like mind controlling druids? Wait,
oh my god.
If they control animals, maybe they can control people too. I don't like this.
Well, if the guy's smart, that is the first thing I think about. Like, psychic damage, that they can read your mind, control you, yes. I don't know why I think that.
Let's leave.
He has the army. That means he's weak by himself. He needs army around him, just like a meat, like to throw while he casts magic. So that's his weakness. If he doesn't have people protecting him as any magic user, he will be quickly put down. So he will be hiding, he will be sneaking, he will be somewhere, behind always. And he will put his man in front.
Not an Invis druid. Please, not an Invis druid.
Invis rogue wizard. Almost was Bob. Inspired by Bob. He can sneak, he's invisible, he's mass magic. But we can go on scouting, right? We wanted to go.
You
Maybe the
want to
camp will be.
see
Yeah.
how it looks?
Like, I'm just not very comfortable with sneaking, so Farward has disadvantage on stealth, right? So he's not like the sneaky guy.
Can take the armor off. No.
Sure.
Or maybe there's some tactics with oil. You can sprinkle oil, like
I
something.
tried that and they was amused at best.
I can give us +10. That's I
So,
can do.
In this world, it just doesn't work that way. You have an armor, you put oil on top, it still screeches. No way.
What if I make a silence? Will it screech in silence with the disadvantage?
It should.
It makes silence, and I cannot cast anything.
The party wants to go for scouting mission, yes? Please tell me how you're gonna do it.
We're gonna send the draw.
Do what?
Yeah, maybe that's the best option.
Do what? Now currently it's about 2 p.m. What are you gonna do?
Wait.
Stealthy guys first. Yeah.
Strategize. So.
Rafe, do you have
So-
any potions for invisibility?
I have the powder,
Half
but it's...
invisibility.
Yeah, I have the powder.
Ooh.
But it could be really short, so using it.
Isn't it like 10 minutes?
It has a roll. Let's check.
I mean, cannot be 1 minute, right?
With a bad roll, I guess it could.
Let's see. So me and each creature and object within 10 feet from me will become invisible for 2d4 minutes.
So
Please.
minimum
so at
2,
least 2
maximum
minutes.
8.
Yeah, minimum 2. So not very long.
But actually,
Yeah, we'll have to do
this
stuff
is-
really fast.
This is a type of invisibility which is not broken by actions, right?
It is. It says on the powder that if you attack, you're
If,
somehow magically visible again.
If a creature affected by the dust attacks or casts a spell, the invisibility ends for that creature.
Touche.
Mm.
You are alchemist. Can't you make us invisibility potions really quick? Really fast?
I don't know them.
You don't.
They're
never did any
not
half
part.
invisibility potions?
They're not part of the 101 or 102 alchemy books.
They are. Come on, right? There is half invisibility potion in your list. Bob,
Oh well, have yes.
was good enough, no? Like,
But we already
very scary. Half of a draw.
decided that if we
would
take 2, it doesn't make us full invisible.
I mean, I can make us plus 10. What is your contribution to the stealth mission?
Well,
Disadvantage on stealth, Rafe.
invisible for
Um,
2d8. Yeah, 2d4.
That's all we got. Or we can just send Rizantar
Yeah,
solo.
that's
Yeah,
that's what Rafe just said.
yeah.
you wanna send the blind drow to scout for you?
No. I mean, first we have to wait until nighttime.
I would really
Okay.
gonna do it at night time.
So that's if we want to go on a scouting mission, then I think we should wait for the nighttime. If we don't want to scout, then we should go now. But if we wait for night, then we might be found by 1E actually. So now we have to decide. Do we wait, go for a secure scouting mission during the night, but run the risk of getting exposed until then? Or do we just march in on daytime, where we don't have the advantage?
I'd
I think we
say
should-
wait until the evening.
I was about to say the opposite.
Okay, Rafe, you have
Us
decided
also
vote.
feels more confident.
Rafe, you have decided
Evening.
vote whether wait for the evening or do you go now.
What is the advantage in the evening again? I mean, it is for the draw. For me, the evening means nothing.
For you as well, because you got night vision.
Yeah, but it's just 60 feet. We're gonna use darkness anyway.
It's 60 feet more than a normal person. That's what you have.
Yeah.
But your daily
Well,
vision
it could
is still
be-
bigger than your dark vision. So.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I think during the day might be better for a scouting mission because, first of all, we don't just wait idly and get exposed during the following hours. Second, we can just use Power of Invisibility or Dust of Invisibility, and then we're not spottable anyways. And yeah, worst thing that can happen is my armor creaks and someone is like, what was that sound? And then they won't see anything.
Meanwhile, there is like clink, clank, clink, clank, clink,
Wait,
clank.
DM. It says
What?
a veil of shadows and silence radiates from you. So, will that remove the disadvantage from Farwell's armor that is squeaking? Pass without a trace is also a wave of silence.
Ooh.
I would say my first thought. I would say yes.
Checking.
But he's really looking for a reason for it
I
not
mean,
to.
that's basically what it does. It allows you to pass through places without leaving marks that obvious. Also, kind of reducing the volume of any sounds that you make in the progress. So this is why it's only not only visual mark but also the audio marks. Also, maybe you emanate less smell. You know,
And traces. Traces are not on the ground anymore. We saw that effect before. Magically, the grass is not being pressured by our steps. Rizantar did it. So he used that stuff. So problem
what
solved.
are you doing? Are you going now? Or are you waiting for the evening?
Go now.
I think now.
We're not gonna fight now. We just want to see how it looks. To see
What
if
we
we're just
always
gonna give
say.
up. It could be that it looks so, frightening that we just give up and we're like, okay, no, let's go to them. Who knows?
But if there's a good opportunity, we just grab the Winnie and leave, right? If.
Yeah, of course. We do. We manacle him. We put it in a sack, and we take him indoors.
You
Like
can put
he's
him in the sack if you put him a collar first for the breathing.
Do you
No,
go
I
now?
mean-
forget that. We should
Do you
not
go
forget
No,
that.
come
or you
on.
don't?
We'll
Let's
go,
go.
but not
Let's
like
go.
hello. No, like
Okay,
carefully.
you're going
We
now.
go silently with
I
stealth and
Gaki asked, "Do you need me?"
That's the
What do you want to
question.
do?
What do you want to do? Like.
I don't know. Do you are up to some things I cannot really explain, and
She doesn't know anything, right? No, she stayed the whole time. She knows why we're here. She knows
Yeah,
what we're
she
doing.
should. Yeah.
She's the one who needs money the most, right?
I don't think that my musical instrument can help you for now.
You can
Well,
always
you can be
heal,
a
right?
distraction.
Oh, talking about healing, Sas is still injured from the last fight, right?
yeah. But we're on the recon mission. We're not fighting, so that's fine. I mean, no one wants to heal me. It's fine. Yeah.
She didn't ask.
Just gonna wait for some short rests.
How many points did you lose? Wasn't it just like 14?
Okay, then
It's
I'll
just
stay just in a camp. Then I'll take care of horses. She says.
Okay.
Maybe we will come back. If we don't come back, just
Sell
take
the
the horses. It's
horses.
yours.
These phrases
Yeah, I
by
can even sell
Rafe
them.
are just hilarious. If you don't come back, sell horses.
It's for her future. Yeah.
Okay.
How much? You need 3 gold per year for a peasant. Remember, guys? We know that knowledge. A peasant needs 3 gold per year.
Was it per year or per month?
I think that's
3
more
gold
like.
per year.
I remember costly living style is 4 gold a day.
Yeah, you don't need to think about
No,
what the D&D shows you as prices. It doesn't matter. We have a different economy.
Good, so let's go.
Let's go.
Okay, thank you for looking after the horses, Kaki. I propose we go into this small cavern that we use the dust and the silence in this smellless spell from Sus. Then from there we head out.
Okay, please cast the spell.
Already done?
Okay, do you use powder immediately?
The thing is that we don't even know how far we are from the camp.
Right. How
3-4
far are we from the
kilometers.
camp? How
3
long does it
kilometers.
take us to walk 3-4 kilometers?
Long.
Half an
Like
hour?
an hour.
No.
Like an hour.
We're not
Walk,
that
yeah.
I think average walking speed is like 5 to 6 kilometers
You
an hour.
are in the unfamiliar territory in the woods. Fully
Walking.
armed. I would say 40 minutes easily to that place that says discussed.
Really? We would need lots of dust for this way.
I only have 2 dusts because they're so expensive.
Right. Does Farward actually still have
You need
dust?
money to kill people to get more money. To kill more people.
Oh, Sassy's understanding, yeah. That's how it
More
works.
the-
It's
Yeah,
not
okay,
for
but
killing people, it's for fulfilling
It's
missions.
fine. Just be very stealthy. That's it. That's all you need to do.
okay,
We cannot really be
everybody
stealthy.
please roll for stealth
OMG.
and add +10 to the result because of the spell that Sas used.
So
Okay,
because
21.
of the spell, DM, because of the spell, I don't have to roll with disadvantage, right?
No, you roll with disadvantage and you add +10.
Was
But
a
I
bait
thought that
idea.
It doesn't
I
give you
thought that-
advantage, it gives you +10 to your roll.
But I
But
thought
does
the
it
idea
remove
was
the disadvantage?
No, it
because
doesn't
it
remove
removes
disadvantage.
the sound.
It
It
just gives you
removes-
+10 to your roll.
Baited by DM.
Baited.
Yeah.
So
He
that's
says yes,
roll
it removes the sounds, but then
Yeah, but how do you think how else does this spell works? This is why your roll is higher than what you would naturally roll.
I thought the roll is higher because we don't leave traces that are difficult to see.
You leave less
it is a-
traces.
you can. It says you can't be tracked except by magical
DM.
means.
I rolled a 20 and a 19. Bam.
So you
about
see
has
why
29 stealth.
what's the problem? So on
Yeah,
29
yeah,
stealth,
right. Was already
the
panic.
most well protected and armored invisible warlock that has anyone ever seen. Where is he now? And like yeah, he's
20
still
was
walking.
crit?
Yes.
Oh my god, yeah.
But it was disadvantage, so I rolled a 19.
But I
after
killed.
that.
I have 36. So, very invisible. I had 20 is crit plus 6 plus 10, 36.
Wow.
Yeah,
Who
so-
needs dust?
Wraith?
I don't know. I don't.
yeah, I got 21, so plus 10, 31.
Okay.
Stealth Rangers.
Okay, let's see what Rizantar got. And here you are, Farvald, crying about the stealth.
It was a lot of effort and preparation
Okay,
for this
Rizantar
role,
has
so-
20 plus 10, 30.
Wow. So
Good.
So
We
your
have-
whole party is not leaving. You're all crawling the direction towards where the SAS has
Nice.
identified a small empty spot in the forest further on. As you're going on together, you quickly adjust to the pace to each other, and soon you're even able to step on each other's steps, significantly increasing the speed of your passage. As you're going further on, approximately half an hour later, you see that this empty spot in the field, it's kind of on a bit of a hill, and on the left and on the right side of the hill, you see something that looks like this. Here's a picture in Maps on that channel.
The creature leaves no tracks or other traces of its passage. It doesn't reduce. It leaves no tracks physically.
and what does
Keep
it
on.
say about the
Watch.
noise?
Yeah, it says the wail of silence emanates.
Keep on. So you can see on the left and the right side the wooden towers that looks like a watchtowers.
Anyone
Are
inside?
there people there? Mhm.
Yes. And as you are looking around, you find yourself seeing this. You will need to prepare something.
We are still gonna be tracked by magic, so watch out for magical something. Symbols, glyphs, traps, mines. Traps still work, yes. If you step in a trap, still explodes.
Wait, did it? Stream froze. No,
Since when?
just now.
Oh.